All right. So,
Let's see
uno
this.
momento here. Blee
Un,
blee
un
blah
moment.
in a blah blah blee.
I don't know what that means.
Un momento.
I
A
don't speak
movement.
French.
Yeah, American.
All right. So, anyone want to explain what happened last time?
We killed a bunch of people and interrogated people, and now we're going to go to a compound. That's about as far as I know. These are the details that matter.
I saved a guy.
Did you?
I might have sentenced him to death. Or I might have saved him. You know, these things, who knows? The desert's a complicated place.
We talked to the vizier of, I don't know if we actually call him,
Yeah.
but an attendant of the prince, an advisor of the prince, who I believe, of course, is a fucking bad guy. But we don't know yet.
Yeah, we met our first villain who's going to be inevitably the final boss of the campaign.
The treacherous vizier?
We defeated 2 bandit companies. We helped some people who got robbed by bandits. I roasted 2 bandits with lightning.
I
I
lit
wouldn't say we
everyone on
defeated
fire.
2 bandits. I would say that we
2 bandit groups.
slaughtered 2 bandit groups.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
close.
And 2 bandits were murdered that day.
Yeah, Well, it was all self-defense.
All of it?
All of it.
Makoso's still kind of upset about that.
It was all self-defense. Kill or be killed.
Yeah.
It was preemptive self-defense.
From the jungle, baby. You don't wait for the gator to bite you before you fight it. No.
So,
You stab it through the...
Now I just imagine Rick in the jungle fighting an alligator.
Yeah,
Ambushing an
Pretty much.
alligator.
crocodile.
with just a dagger. All right.
Anyway, so yes, all those things happened, and where we left off was noises in the background.
Yeah, Jesus, the fuck?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I like it.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Everybody got stopped at. So, Makoso, you awake to the first light of dawn. You're the first one awake. Your hand feels like it's been frostbitten, and it's kind of in an empty clutch, almost as if you'd been holding on to something. Your heart is racing, and you look around, seeing the endless horizon and the slow-moving whoosh of sand across the dunes.
Oh yeah, I had that spooky dream at the end. Ugh. I scan the horizon, and then take the hand that feels frostbitten, and I reach down and get a nice handful of sand, and just squeeze it. Feel the friction as the grains slide between my fingers and back down.
As they slowly run through your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is asleep at this point, but you all kind of come to, unless there's something you want to do before everybody wakes up.
Nope.
Okay, so everybody else kind of comes to in the following moments. Begin to roll out of your bedrolls, break open some rations, and get ready for what's to come.
So we just finished a long rest? Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
had a long rest. If you
Mhm.
didn't put that on your characters, please do so. Make sure you
Don't
restore
think I did, but
all of your stuff. And then you have 4 hexes of movement today.
We only need 3.
That means more time to kill or die.
All right. So we're gonna go in order here. Go ahead and just go ahead and Edmund Makoso. Just each roll a d6.
Ah, can always be counted on.
Okay, Edmund, go ahead.
Let's get another 6.
All right. So, go ahead and move. So whatever order you wish. I mean, Edmund's gonna move 1, and then Makoso's gonna move 1.
I think we're just going on like the most direct route, right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Whatever you wish.
Yeah, most direct, I guess.
I move 1. Rick.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Sorry, I was trying to keep you in this back. So man, where? Come on. What the?
Yeah,
Ah!
don't do that.
Nah,
That's
that
where you
wasn't-
We teleport back to where we were.
Boom.
I feel dizzy.
They have magical
They-
runes.
Which one of these is the main cave? Is it this one?
Yeah.
This is where you marked your map. Where I
That
put
one right there.
that caution. Okay. So as you begin to weave your way through, the earth becomes a little drier, kind of crackly. As you kind of pass this field of cacti, you come up over the other side. You see 2 humanoid figures and 2 what look to be 4-legged creatures. It's very quick as you duck down, hoping that they didn't see you. Go ahead and make a group stealth check.
Oh no. Let's have me and Makosa go first, just to see how badly we fail.
Yeah.
Oh, right, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Did you roll your
Yeah.
your portent, Felix?
Oof.
If not, please go ahead and do so. Before
That's
we
such a-
forget and have to retcon and blah blah blah. Okay,
Ooh, excellent.
4 and a 7.
Those are excellent.
Okay. So, you hear, as you're kind of like trying to stay low profile, you hear, and you hear another one, as they begin kind of barking in your direction, and you hear, stupid mutt! Oi, let's go check it out.
Where? What is our? What do our surroundings look like?
It is just the way that you are. There's just enough of a, I don't want to say a ledge, but there's just enough of a hump where you guys kind of like laid on your stomachs when you were like coming up over, and so there's a small slope behind you, and they are coming up from like a flat. The rest of the terrain here, it's kind of it's mostly flat, and there's quite a few cacti, a little bit of like some shrubbery and whatnot.
So are we kind of under like? Are we under a ledge? Are we like behind a dune? Where are we kind of hiding?
Yeah, it's not it's maybe like 10 feet vertically and like a 30-degree angle. It's like a gradual slope, and you as you came to the top of that, you saw that there were figures, and you're like, oh shit, and you duck down.
Gotcha. And they're heading our direction.
Yeah, they don't seem to know exactly what you are, just from those sounds. They appear to be coming towards you.
I want to cast Minor Illusion and make it look like a rock that's halfway buried in the ground, like a large rock that we can hopefully all kind of squeeze into. At least some of us can.
You can. I'm going to say that just you.
Okay.
It works for you because you have a very small figure for Minor Illusion, so that's kind of why I've been like, okay, but for everybody,
We're
definitely
big
not.
boys.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna kind of rip my clothes a little bit and muss my hair up, and I'm gonna come running from behind the spot where we're hiding, kind of out of breath, towards the voice.
Okay, as you come up over, the dogs begin to bark. You can see two, actually, one male, one female. They're kind of like in the same garb of the other patrols, other groups that you've run into. They seem to be armed in the same fashion, as they're just trying to pull on the leashes and hold them back.
Gotcha.
Down.
That's going. I fall on the ground. Oh, thank God. Thank God I found you. I was at the camp of one of the other groups. I'm one of the new recruits. But we were attacked by a gang of, I don't know, guards from the city or whatever. They killed almost everyone, but some of us got away. I was told to run back here and get help or find someone.
Right.
And
he kind of, you see him look at his partner, and he hands over one of the leashes to her, as she's kind of like, she's like trying to do commands to get them to like sit. He nods and walks over. He puts his arm out towards you to like help you up. I'm sure Kieran's gonna want to hear about this.
I'll take his hand.
I'm also preparing to cast Spiritual Weapon if this goes awry.
I'm trying to decide.
Are you guys like kind of like head peeked up actually watching this, or are you just like letting him do his thing?
Like I'm waiting and I'm listening, trying to tell what's going on and if things are going poorly.
Yeah, because this is all happening in a split second, but also there's not a lot of cover. It's like as soon as you kind of come up, like it's just flat land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not coming up. I'm just listening for the sounds of battle.
Okay. So as he lifts you to your feet, are you doing anything specifically?
Yes, I am.
All right. So as he lifts you to his feet,
let me hold on. I'm gonna do that at second level, not first. I can target an additional creature, so
no, that's fine. I think his is. Let me just see here.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
Fire.
I'm fairly certain. Oh, why I fucked it up. Sorry, messed this. Dang nabbit. Dang nabbit, Bobby. 1 second.
Kyrian, purveyor of propane and propane accessories.
Blah 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 blah. Wisdom. Yeah, it's just a straight d20 roll plus 0.
Oh,
Okay.
That probably passes.
So as he grabs you, he's like, "Oh, Kieran's gonna want to hear about this." Where'd you say you're from? Like, and you can see he like he looks at you, and it's just like for a second, and he like begins to wobble for a second. And he, you shouldn't have done that. And we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Well, he was
Would the other
nice
one still
enough
have
to
to roll,
say something.
Would the other one still have to roll a wisdom save though? Two of them?
No, it's one.
Or are you
right?
just doing
It's
for
one.
both?
It's a humanoid you can see. It's not
Oh,
both.
okay.
I thought he was casting it at a second level.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I was
that's
yeah, I
fine.
cast it on the second level to do it to both.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I just hit the
Okay. Yep. So I will repeat that roll. So the second one will be for her.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Probably
unfortunately,
still passes.
I know my rolls are always like this. So give me 1 second.
No, they're good. I focus
least-
on dexterity.
At least these guys were nice enough to say, like, we're about to fight. So those of us not there can join in.
Just look up as I'm getting up and smile. Huh?
All right.
Well, to be
Can't say-
fair,
We're recycling this map again, just
Can't
because
say
to be fair,
I don't want to grab my other maps.
they've only seen Edmund so far, so.
All right. So battle.
You're gonna use the special button, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use
So
a
I won't
special
press
button. So hold on, essentially, I need to delete all these things that I set up earlier because they're lame. I set up stuff earlier, and for some reason, like, it messed up. I think because my work computer doesn't like handle this very well. So that's why I couldn't just instantly roll that throw. It's also kind of loud.
Yeah, I don't know where we're at. I just kind of threw myself down.
All right.
The fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
so what we're gonna say is, just because we're on this map here, we're gonna put everyone. Say you guys are like right. Hold on.
Whee!
You guys are kind of like right here. And Edmund, you're probably somewhere like over here on the ledge.
Hold on, I gotta zoom.
Dang it,
where?
Bobby.
Ooh, give me 1 sec.
Yeah, right where this guy is. You're like probably like one of the hexes next to him, or squares, I should say.
Damn right.
So is this like a step to walk over, or is it going down? Is it going downward or upward? From our perspective.
1 second. For some reason, like roll 20.
Being derpy.
Yeah, I gotta reload it.
Yeah.
It's just being weird. Like I said, I had all this stuff set up, and now all of a sudden it's like the character sheets aren't working and stuff. So I don't quite understand. But whatever. So here's the scout right there. Makes sense. Blah blah. Okay.
Weren't there also dogs?
Yep.
Yes, I had to reload. Like I said, I had all this, and now it's not because it's lame. All right, so boom. Okay, there we go. We good.
Ah, my roll was much.
All right, so yeah, the scout's gonna go ahead. She takes I'll say the free action as she just like unclicks the leashes, and she just issues a command. Go get him! As they just and they begin to take off towards you, which is actually pretty cool because their turn is right after. And she has no idea anybody else is there, so she's gonna go ahead and take 2 shots at Edmund. Edmand. All right.
Miss and hit. Oh, so only 3? Okay, I'll take the 3.
So as it just kind of like grazes your arm as the first one goes wide, and the second one you just like try and matrix style and just a small dribble of blood. This mastiff here. Oh. My sheet's open and everything. Okay, here we go. So yeah, it's going to. It's not going to be tactical because it's a dog. Just gonna go up and bite. Totally misses.
Nice.
All right, Makoso. So you hear these sounds as the dogs begin to bark, let loose.
There's a free action to say, aim for the scouts.
Sure.
Sure.
Scout.
I'll just yell it out.
Going with the bow, yeah.
How is movement on?
Like, is this difficult
this?
terrain or anything?
Yeah. You said it was just like a hill.
No, yeah,
but-
it's like normal. We're just considering.
You just run up it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering the same thing. So you can get to the scout and get in its face if you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have no idea that you're there.
This will be entertaining.
Yay! Did it? Did it? So bop, boop.
You can
Makoso.
see the kind of confused look as like aiming for Edmund and then like switches to you, but like is reaching for an arrow as you.
This
run.
heavily armored
Yeah, you run
paladin
up
just
in her
comes
face.
running up to her.
Yeah,
It's like, how were you hiding? I wasn't.
I wasn't.
Not well.
Yeah. Makoso hears the glorious sounds of battle, and is happy to be done with the waiting phase. As he charges over the hill, he draws his warhammer and gives it a twirl as he moves. As it twirls, a crackle of energy begins to dance across it, and by the time he reaches his target,
It does a this, it does a that.
yeah,
Because I can do a face.
yeah,
Alright.
it
Oh, yeah, that's it.
It crashes into her side, and the energy dances off of the head of the warhammer and onto her.
Yeah, it's a pretty grievous blow as it just boom, knocks her kind of on her ass, and she quickly scrambles up to her feet.
So she's pretty distracted.
Yeah, that's all I got. And done.
All right. The thug, who is originally focused on Edmund, turns over and looks to Makoso. Nobody else has moved yet, so they don't know.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Just don't move too far, man.
That's
Kind
good
of
for me.
surveys back and forth, and is gonna go ahead and take an attack of opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So seven squares, and just in running. Better you than me.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You may take an attack of opportunity. Yeah. Oh, that's as you
That's
slice across his
max
face. Ugh!
damage.
Okay, and now it's your turn. So you
Yeah.
gotta murder that guy before he gets too far.
So he's actually off the map. So he's 7 more squares, because he used his action to dash. As soon as he saw what was going on, he dashed.
If only I could turn into an animal fast enough to catch him.
If only.
If only. Can you?
If only that was a thing I could do.
I guess we'll find out.
Actually, I have a question. You say so if I moved up 30 feet,
Okay.
I think I'd still be in range of something. But don't you run from me. Don't you run from me. As I follow behind.
Yeah, if you used your full dash, you could, get right up to him.
I think he's wondering about like a spell range or something.
Oh yeah. So
I was sorry. I was thinking out loud when I said that. I wasn't actually asking a question. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
So you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you would be in the top left. I'm just keeping him here because he's in the turn order. So if you moved your 30 as close as you can to him, it would be right there.
What I'm gonna do?
So how far away is he from Edmund now?
I'm
Probably
gonna throw him.
He's 30 feet from Edmund at the moment. I'm just
Okay.
keeping him on here so
Yeah.
we actually know what his life total is.
So I didn't know.
Get over here as I send out a vine whip
Fucking scorpion.
to pull
Get
him.
over here.
Okay. So what
Pull him.
must he do?
Nothing. I have to hit him.
You do so well. Harold, you're on deck, so start thinking about what you're gonna do while he does that.
Yeah. I kind of have an idea, but him running changes things a little bit.
Wait, did it do it right? Why is this spell so weird? Hold on.
That scout's probably not looking healthy, is she? Or he?
No, she looks like she sustained a pretty grievous wound from that hammer.
Is it right? I don't know. Hold on. Why did it do it that way? Hold on. It wasn't giving me a caster.
So,
Caster
yeah.
level.
So it wasn't giving you a caster level because it has 4
Yeah.
plus 3 plus 3, so it has 4 plus your wisdom. Or are you talking about for the damage?
No, it was. Hold on. Let's see. 4. It
Plus-
should be. So.
The
Hold on, maybe it did.
The to hit though, right? Seems correct. Plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. Either way, okay. So you reach out and it's like you're trying to grab for the foot to get him by the fucking foot and drag him by his face, and it's right as he lifts up, he does a weird hop over it and he keeps running. All right, Harold, your go.
Okay. So, seeing the kind of situation here and seeing these two dogs who are mostly unscathed, I'm going to take a couple steps forward and I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, kind of make this this mace with a figurehead, kind of a raven head that is going to appear right there and try and smack that dog.
All right.
You're gonna kill a dog?
Remember that. The words of Harold. I shall smack that dog.
And then I'm going to run up to this dog and I'm going to hit this dog.
Okay.
Why are you killing
Okay.
dogs?
All right. So.
And they're attacking us.
Oh yeah. So 11 and 4. Yeah, you straight up kill the dog. It's just.
Nice.
So as this and it doesn't know what to make. There's a split second when it turns and it's just and it's just gone.
And what about this dog?
And this dog is not looking very good.
Edmund turns around what? No.
The dog growls at you and whimpers a little bit as it's kind of hopping. One of its legs isn't working very well.
Don't make it sad. I'm just killing dogs who are attacking.
Felix, yeah, you're look at you.
Why won't
Oh,
that
can I
launch?
say something really quick?
Sure.
You know you're not allowed to
Aw.
say anything.
I launched a
Oh.
firebolt at the one that was running away from Edmund.
Okay.
For all of us.
Probably doesn't hit.
Probably doesn't hit.
Okay. This scout.
I wanna.
Yep. Go ahead.
Don't.
This scout's gonna do what they
Wait,
did.
my-
You had your turn.
I wanted to tell her to stand down.
Well, luckily enough for you anyway, she throws her weapons to the side, looking around at everybody. She was going to do that anyway. And
Thank goodness.
she calls off the dog, who kind of just like sits and lays where it is. And she slowly takes her stuff off, drops it on the ground, holds up her hands.
So, Makoso, Eldritch Blast that fucking dude is running away, please.
Yeah, I was
The
just
master-
Somebody hit this guy.
The Mastiff lays down, is being docile at the command of its master.
Nice.
thought he was dead.
No, one of them's alive.
You said that the dude was 30 feet from
30
Edmund.
Edmund?
Yeah, 30. I say 30 feet. Yeah. I don't
I'll
think
take
we're
fast
playing.
food.
I don't think we're doing by like. Yeah, we're just doing by squares.
No,
We're not
like, I
doing
need-
by like.
I'm just
Pythagoras.
asking for like my spell range.
Yeah. So your range. Oh, that's weird. So he's just whatever Edmund is plus 30, so 60.
He'd be
So
30.
Makoso looks at the scout
John Wick.
and says, "Smart decision. I hate to put a good dog down."
I already did that, but
And he's gonna step a little forward, and he's going to call out to the retreating man. Stares his back and simply calls out, "Return." Well,
Okay.
approach. I'm trying to be dramatically appropriate. Yeah. Approach.
All right. Hold on here. Wisdom we already determined was just a 20. No, nat 1. So as he's running away, he's just like, and right as you're on the cusp, you just let loose this command, and he just stops in place and kind of turns to you, and you see he looks ahead in the direction of the stronghold, and then back to you, and then begins slowly making his way towards you.
Yes.
so we're basically out of initiative right now.
Oh, I would hope so.
All right.
Harold feels bad and he heals the dog.
All right.
I was gonna heal the dog. I'm
Why-
glad,
why-
The
why
dog
heal-
does
glad
not.
you took responsibility.
The dog attempts to bite you as you go near it, and the woman has to issue an order.
I kind of just gently touched it on the head, and it fills with holy strength.
It kind of jumps back still, just very not trusting
Yeah.
at this particular moment.
I can understand that.
But the dog goes to like curl up next to the woman.
And then
So
Harold
now
just
we
kind of
We have both of them, right?
Correct.
Harold just kind of walks up to the scout and just goes, "Sorry that had to get so messy, but we couldn't have anybody running off."
Yeah.
And he looks down and just goes, "Also sorry about the other dog."
She nods and kind of like spits on the ground.
That's reasonable.
Your friend left you to die. I say with like a smile on my face.
Yeah, she has no words right now. Like you can just see all the hate and discontent. She just glares at him as he slowly returns.
Edmund's like literally just laughs. like slapping his knee, laughing. That was hilarious.
So would you fanatics like to end yourselves as well?
Yeah,
can
we've
we be
seen one of you
reasonable
kill
about this?
yourselves.
Or
It's
can we
looking
be
pretty.
reasonable?
Well, I'm not looking to die here. You can see the one just kind of like glares at him and then looks over to you and just like head down. Me either.
Finally. Reasonable people.
Yeah. Down to business. You know we're going to ask you a bunch of questions about your hideout and Gideon. Are you okay to answer those questions, right? I mean, don't need both of you.
Technically, we don't even need one of you. But we'll see what happens.
They both kind of nod, grimly understanding the situation.
Good.
We don't, appreciate what you and your friends are doing up there.
What's it to you?
What's it? Yeah.
Well, we've heard reports of all that's happening. The raiding, the looting, killing the people in the caravans, and people faking their own deaths to join you.
We don't kill anyone who doesn't resist. It's unsportsmanlike.
Mikoso nods approvingly. That's actually how the Kaswatu do their business.
Pizza.
So, how many of you are in the fort?
Yeah.
They kind of look to each other and... Now? Well,
Did he ask? Did he ask now? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
probably about... I don't know. There's about 60 there. So, last I checked.
Assuming
It's been a few days.
then,
Some were heading out.
assuming the roughly a dozen on the patrols from the past couple of days don't come back, probably be less numbers then, right?
What do you mean the other... And he kind of like stops mid-sentence and like looks at you and kind of understands. You bastards.
I did say someone killed the other patrols.
He kind of sits
Yeah,
down in
he
the
did.
sand. Poof.
Just shouldn't tell you who.
Then we have no chance, do we?
Well, I don't know about that. There's, what, 5 of us? Probably 50 people left. 4 of us. 4, right? I can't count.
No. 45, 50, I don't know. It's about, like I said, it's about 60 of us in all. I don't even know everyone's name. But we get new recruits every day. But they just shipped out, I don't know,
Why?
a dozen or so. Why? Well,
What's your loyalty to this Kyrian?
he feeds us. Gives us power. Something to look forward to. Salvation. And at that he takes out a small pendant, has a like a sun on it. Go ahead and make a religion check.
Who?
Anybody who's proficient in religion, go ahead and make a check.
Oh,
Ooh, my man.
He knows all.
It is
I have an intelligence of
really?
10. I know what I'm doing.
Makoso, you don't have religion?
I don't.
Alright.
Unfortunate.
So, Harold, you and only you know this as a symbol of a monitor. He is a kind of a greater deity of like lawful neutral. about, like, it doesn't really matter if it's necessarily good or bad, just following the law.
Harold just kind of bends down and is like, "Oh, a religious one. I can relate."
I've picked it up a bit.
What are your tenets? Someone who lives this kind of lifestyle. Don't exactly know how they would apply.
He just shrugs. I don't know, to be honest.
That explains a lot.
Kind of new to the idea, but it's what
How many?
Tyrion asks us to
How
do.
many?
Yeah, I'm not proficient in religion because Makoso knows what he believes, and that's about it.
How many in your troop are actual warriors? How many are just children? New recruits.
That is a good point. How many are trained? I think we were told how many are spellcasters, maybe about a dozen. But
Yeah.
how many would?
How many can actually fight?
Yeah, how many would you say are capable?
Well, at least, I don't know, 3 dozen.
It doesn't. Right. And say that they saw that there was no hope of winning against a superior force. Would they turn and run, or would they fight to the death?
Tyrion's gonna do what he thinks is the right thing to do, whether he dies or not. Most of the men are with him.
In your opinion, what do you think he would think the right thing is to do?
I think he's gonna defend his own.
A man of honor. They tend to die. I would know.
Where's the honor in throwing your life away? These men
He-
clearly look up to him for guidance, protection.
He may not throw their lives away, so that maybe can work for us. He may decide to lay down his arms instead of having multiple of them killed. Possibly.
Now, we've learned some things about your people and gotten some valuable information. What would we propose, or what
New
would
follower, yeah.
you propose we do with you?
Fuck if I know.
Only one of you can live. You decide.
Did you actually say that?
Jeez.
Yeah,
No, he's what?
I say it like I get close to like his ear and I'm like behind his back. Only one of you can live. And I go to the lady. You decide. As I walk, kind of around him, just circling like a shoe.
Jeez, Edmund.
A huge smile on my face because I still find that he left her and ran hilarious. So yes, I do say that.
She spits on him. He can die.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, no. I mean, you decide. As I like pick up her bow and hand it to her. Did he have a weapon?
Oh, of course.
Of course he had a weapon.
Actually, I'll make it a fair fight and give her my sword. Mikosa?
This is
Wait,
You're a
you're
man.
making them fight to the death?
Yeah. Not like literally to the death, but I'm gonna let them decide if they're gonna fight to the death or not.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them decide. I literally, when I say you decide, I'm gonna let them decide. I'm not prompting either. But if they want to fight to the death, I'm not gonna stop them. Literally, you decide.
he did abandon you, but whichever one of you survives, you better not go back to that compound. It's not going to go well.
Shink, shink, as they both draw their weapons. They begin to circle around each other. The mutt begins to bark. As they circle around each other, you see she's not looking so hot. She has taken some damage, and she's grabbing like I don't know, like right under her right shoulder. It appears to be like somewhat caved in. She kind of coughs up
Before-
blood, but she's like one-handed, like trying to do it. Trying to circle
Yeah.
around this guy.
Did you guys? Yeah. Did you guys forget that she was damaged?
Yeah,
No, they didn't have to fight. I said you decide. She chose to attack.
he hasn't he hasn't sustained that much damage, so it's a pretty.
I was gonna.
If you let it continue, it's a pretty
Yeah.
quick. He goes
Gozo
in.
actually wants to step in,
Okay.
and
Let's-
this is awful. And he wants to try to knock out the not the scout, the other one.
Okay.
Boo, make it even.
I mean, like in one shot, go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's
That's
9 plus 4
not
is
bad.
13. It's not enough to knock him out, but it's enough to.
yeah.
He
And
kind of recoils and
stop this.
he goes like he's gonna make a swing, and he
Edmund,
and he
I
throws
Both of you,
the sword
stop.
down, and he looks at the rest
yeah,
of you.
Edmund, I have to admit that's a little barbaric. Maybe figure something else out.
Boo, you two suck. Listen,
This wasn't a fair fight.
It really wasn't.
Look at her.
they did
Now,
not
now
have
it's
to.
slightly more fair.
My point was they did not have to fight. They decide what they want to do. They
Well,
could
what
do
else would
both
they
of
have done?
Of course, we had to fight. And
Did
at
you?
that, she kind of like spits at him again. He would just run, betray everything. Not
Do
me.
you think he would? Do you think he would go back to them?
Of course he would. Of course he
No,
would.
you were saying.
The girl is the only one with sense.
I
She knew to
I
surrender.
hit the guy in the head as she says that.
That's still not enough to take him down. I'm sorry.
Kind of smashes.
How much
Yes.
HP did this guy have?
He had a fair amount. Like there was only one hit, and then you like commanded him back, so he still had a fair amount of hit points left.
I imagine.
12, 10,
I imagine.
27.
I imagine after Harold hits him,
Jeez.
kind of looks at him and just looks to like Makosa or something, and is like, "This guy just doesn't die." And
No,
I'll have
fuck
to-
you. He's gonna go ahead and pick up his weapon. He's gonna attack you.
oh yeah,
Like you guys are
You can-
you are literally killing him right now.
yeah.
Oh, I was just trying to knock him out. I wasn't trying to kill him.
Well, I'm not. I'm also not trying.
That's-
I wasn't necessarily trying to kill him either.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the female scout. I'm not gonna even pay attention to that guy. I didn't hit him, so I'm not worried about it.
That's
That
perfect.
doesn't
So
hit.
he picks up his mace like from the sand. He's "Ugh!" And as he goes to hit you with it, you just swat it out of his hand as. And with that, you just kind of like follow up with like a counterattack with your shield, and you just bash him in the face as he out cold.
Now we decide what to do with him.
I was actually
I-
enjoying that show.
I actually think that she won't run. I believe her. Actually, let me do an insight check to make sure if I actually believe her before I do that.
Oh, I do believe her.
Well, I'm gonna ask.
Do I
I don't know.
actually
Do you
believe her?
believe her? She doesn't appear to show any signs that she's not like looking around. She's like making direct eye contact. Both feet facing towards you. All
Mhm.
sign like she
I'm gonna-
doesn't seem to be like reaching for her weapon or anything. She seems like
I
she's
think-
accepted what's happened.
I think she can
I like-
go.
I'd like to ask her. So, he kind of spoke for both of you. So, how do you feel about Gideon?
He may be a fucker, but he's right.
Right about?
He's not gonna give up his home. Not for me. Not for this piece of
Yeah, well,
garbage.
luckily we weren't planning on that. Mostly just want to know how much of a fight we're looking for.
So we're looking for it. Huh. So, what do you think? Should we let you go? What would you do in our situation?
I'd kill me.
Yeah, that's probably smart, but I wouldn't say we're very smart.
Turn to Makoso. See?
Wait.
I'm with
That was to
Makoso on
Edmund.
this.
She kind of like sits down like the like Japanese at the table, you know what I mean, kind of like awaiting
Mhm.
her fate.
Makoso will crouch down and look her in the eyes. I heard why he joined. Why he said that others joined. Why did you join this man?
She looks at you kind of unwavering. You can see there's a bit of a in her demeanor because you can see where you've hit, you've pretty much crushed in like her top ribs right under her like her armpit. But she's still holding
That's
together
fine.
fairly well. And she looks at you.
This is admirable.
Yeah, she looks at you
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Tell me, have you ever been to Al Jafaf?"
Wait, that's the barony bordering which way?
Yeah, it's like way, way, way north. You probably know.
No. No. The Kiswatu territory does not extend nearly that far.
Well, it's and she's like trying like to hold her composure. Well, it's shit. Every day you fight to survive. Every day you pull scraps. Anything you can to get a meal, to get water, anything, supplies. That's where I came from. That's where Kyrian comes from. And he's not gonna give it all up now. So if you're gonna kill me, do it now. Because I'm not gonna...
If we were to let you go, where would you go? What would you do? Do you have a plan?
suppose I'd... And at that kind of looks down and then back up. I'd probably follow you.
Oh,
Edmund draws his sword.
Makoso smiles at that. That is like the exact thing he wanted to hear.
Wait, what does she mean by follow us? Follow us as in, like, follow us or follow us like follow
I don't
us?
know. Makoso is taking it the way he wants to take it.
Edmund's taking it the opposite.
Makoso reaches out and he's gonna pump her with 5 points of lay on hands. Not enough to undo all the damage he did,
Right.
but like give her a little boost.
Okay.
I have
And as
Make sure you're marking all this stuff down, by the way.
Yep. As his hand rests on her shoulder, he says, "You're a fighter, and you know where to gain the strength to continue properly. You're smart."
As he's saying this, Harold just kind of walks up and just goes, "I do have one more question for you. Not regarding them, regarding you. How many people have you killed?"
You can see as, again, she looks you in the eye. Too many.
Why did you kill them?
I did what I had to.
Harold just kind of nods his head.
Say what you need to say.
Just kind of turns back to Makoso and just kind of looks.
That's the best reason.
All right. So, Makoso, because you're right next to her, go ahead and make a dexterity check. Just a straight dexterity.
Sure.
My sword's drawn, by the way.
Okay. As you're kind of in that, you've begun to open up to her a bit. You can see as she quickly takes from like her inner thigh this small dagger, jumps forward and executes the male that's on the ground.
Oh,
I was wondering if somebody was going to do that.
You asked me to make the dexterity check, but you didn't ask if I wanted to.
Yeah.
doesn't matter now.
I mean, yeah.
Even if I made it, I would have let her.
Yeah, so as she does that, she throws the blade away.
Mm. Now that I did like.
Well, if everybody wants to take a quick break here, we can continue moving, but I feel like most of us need some rest. We're close. Won't take long to get there.
You take your dog and start walking that way. I point away from.
Ask her what's a good place for us to rest where we won't get caught.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That is a good idea. I've said enough.
Reasonable. He just kind of looks. Harold just kind of looks at Makoso and then looks to Edmund and just goes, "I think we can find somewhere."
Come on, you can tell us.
Harold just kind of looks at this guy and just goes, "Best of
There.
luck to you."
There. Yeah.
She
What's him
smiles.
saying?
Oh, charm. If it fails, blah blah blah.
Oh, you're trying to charm her?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm.
It's taking too fucking.
It doesn't matter if she does or not. Hold on here. If you're fighting it,
Is she an elf?
no. But
Oh,
even if she regards you as a friendly acquaintance, her loyalty to Kieran, I still don't think that she would tell you anything. Just speaking honestly. If it was not just regards you as a friendly acquaintance, if it was you force them to they have to do whatever you say, then yes. But
if we're a zone of truth thing and she did want to speak or something like that.
Yeah, I think even as charmed, even thinking that you're her friend, she still would not give that information to you.
I didn't ask her anything.
Unless you convinced her you were joining, but I don't think that's a realistic thing.
Yeesh.
Do you still want to cast a spell?
None of it's not going to work. Wasting my time.
I mean, you would probably know whether or not it would work. Or at least have an idea of the effectiveness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would have, you have
I mean,
some
we're
sort
gonna
of insight into the situation, so you would know the limits of your spell.
We're going to rest, so I don't really care about wasting a spell. It's a first level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
but
can't rest.
we do care about turning
I think was
this
the
person
plan.
on us.
I don't understand your fascination and bandits. Should just kill her.
Mine?
Once we get 120 feet away, I'm gonna shoot her in the face.
Okay, that's fine. So as she's walking away, because this is before you're shooting her in the face, she turns. I turn back. You'll never
What?
even be able to get to Kyrian and Lady Soliana. She
Wait, she
she
said
walks
if
away.
I what? Which
then
way
she
did
walks
she
away.
walk?
She walks
Which
away.
way did she walk?
Away.
Which way?
Away from us.
The
and
way
away
that's
from
away.
there.
I don't know
You
if
guys,
that's
you
towards-
guys said pointed a direction. Walk that way.
This way.
Yes.
Okay.
Pointed to the opposite direction of the
Okay.
Okay.
compound.
Okay, so she is walking not towards compound.
Correct.
Yes.
All right. And then you're shooting her in the face
Right in the back of the head.
or in the back of the head. Go for it.
I'm gonna shoot her.
I'm not gonna stop him, but I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, I will also
not-
be disappointed.
I'm not gonna shoot.
You're
Thanks
not
for not
gonna
shooting her.
Cool.
Shoot her.
It sounded like Makoso was tearing up. He's like, "Cool."
No.
It's like, yes.
So is that the spelling?
Correct.
Oh, I got the spelling right. Oh my god, I'm
Yeah,
so
for the-
good.
for the first time.
I know. I just
So-
always butcher it.
So we're probably gonna sleep. Jeez.
You like just woke. Well, no, you didn't just wake up, but like,
It hasn't
it's
been
like-
long.
yeah,
But we did use some
it's-
spells.
yeah, it's like maybe 12 o'clock right now. You're like, oh,
You see what
12 o'clock.
happens? You see what happens when you don't conserve your resources, folks?
Oh, you actually shall. Okay. All right.
Wait,
I'm
you
not
said
gonna-
you weren't.
Yeah, you guys. No, I'm not gonna actually shoot her, but when she gets like 300 feet away, I am gonna shoot an arrow and have it land next to her, just to let her know she's still in my range. I can still see that far, and then some. It's a warning shot. Or something.
You're lucky it's not a natural one.
I don't even like. Wait, would a 14 even hit? No, don't worry about it. I'm not. Wait, would it?
Yes, a 14 does hit.
Don't shoot her, man.
Don't shoot
Would
her.
would 8 damage kill her?
I don't know.
No,
Would eight
I don't
damage
think
kill
so.
her?
Hold on. Are you trying to kill her?
Well, no. I just wanted to know if the arrow would kill her.
You're either shooting her or you're not shooting her.
I don't think it would kill her, but
Okay.
I healed her, remember?
You know
Did,
what,
but she
5
was
points?
she was on her last leg. She could have had just 3 like hit points, and then you healed her for 5. 8 could take her.
Yeah, but
Uh,
she might have had 4.
I mean, she could have. I also have another arrow. I have 190 to be exact,
Okay, so decide, are you shooting her or not?
and 600 feet to do it. No, it's it's just a warning shot, just to let her know that.
Fire a warning shot across their nose.
Okay.
I'm not even going to turn to see if she saw it. I'm just going to fire the arrow and then turn back and walk with the rest of the group.
Okay.
Just to let her know. If I wanted to hit you, I could have.
All right. Very well.
Yeah.
Frickin' heck, man.
Frickin'
All
heck,
right.
man.
I didn't kill her.
Harold kind of looks at Makoso and then to Edmund and just goes, "We have a decision. Do we wait? Or do we start heading towards this again?"
She took her down.
What's that?
Oh wait, did we
Yeah. So
we walk away or did we wait for her to walk away? Because
She's
before we
walking
left,
away.
I wanted to get the necklace off that guy.
Oh,
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead and you can just put. You have a necklace of a monitor.
Actually, let's take all his clothes. We're gonna take his whole disguise.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not
Fair enough.
interested.
It's
How
it's
about we bury
covered
him
in
in
blood.
sand?
She
Yeah.
slit his throat. It's covered in blood.
And that's okay. I'm
Which
gonna
okay.
take his.
If
Sure.
if you strip all his clothes, do you see that tattoo on him?
Yeah,
Yes.
do we see the tattoo?
Yeah. They.
Do I see the tattoo?
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Dylan,
Yes. Can you
do I
hear
see
me?
the tattoo on him?
Do you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Now we
Okay.
yeah, we
can.
can hear you.
For some reason, I don't know why you weren't hearing me. Yes. So, yes.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Weird arrow flex, but okay. That was good. So you should comment on the stream so I can see that. So it's not just in the Discord.
Flex. And
Yeah.
bury his body as far as I can in the sand.
Okay.
Like move, Avatar style, move some sand over him.
As well as the other mutt.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Not that I killed him. Matter of fact, no. Harold, there you go. Buried the dog. You killed it?
I buried the dog.
Yeah.
So it's a little less sandy here and more like dry, cracked earth.
Oh, that's even easier. Sweet. Just kind of bury, cover
Oh,
them
don't you have like dig graves the cantrip?
Dig graves the
Yes, I
cantrip.
I have all of that. And how, as far as the clothes, how bloody are the clothes? Bloody, we're talking.
Last rites
Like,
for the dog.
can I just flip the clothes inside out? And that's all right.
You can. It looks strange. I mean, it's like you can tell they look like clothes that have
They
been
have dark
flipped inside
patches.
out, but like the blood has soaked through and run down, so there's still like there's not as much blood on the other side, but there's like his neck got slit, so like where the collar is and the whole chest region is just fucking soaked in blood.
Does Fuse have prestidigitation?
I don't know.
Who?
Hey,
You-
half
you-
man, can you
you-
clean the clothes out of them? Can you clean the
Yeah.
clothes?
So you guys can add another scimitar to your inventory as well.
Nice.
And
Did you ask if I can clean the clothes?
Okay.
you can just put
Yeah, did you have the
I will add that.
clothes of
No.
Guy.
Oh my god, I have so many guitars.
yeah, prestidigitation? That's what I was
And
asking.
also, just because I want to
Or
know,
hat.
you guys have a like a mule and cart, correct?
Yes.
Yup.
Okay.
Cult disguise.
Okay.
Can you clean it? Oh.
Yay.
I'll type it.
All right. Hats, can you clean the clothes or nah?
Oh, I couldn't hear what I was actually doing with it. No, I can't.
You
Okay.
don't. Do you have
So it's not-
prestidigitation?
So it's not an option. You could clean them by hand. You could attempt to clean them by hand at some point if you
But-
find some water.
Do you know how hard
So
it
you
is?
ask if I can clean the clothes, and I look at you in offense.
Do you know how
Well,
hard it is to get
Taylor?
your blood stains out?
Do you know who you're talking to? This is Man Baby.
This is man, baby. I do not clean your clothes for you.
I clean no mortal's clothes, for I am Man Baby.
But the wizards have the thing where they can wave their hand and things become clean. Yes?
Some wizards do that.
Mm.
Well, I'm not a maid.
I look like side eye. I'm like, useless.
He creates fake rocks. Doesn't clean clothes.
All right, guys. So, what are you doing? You resting or are you not resting? You have 2 more hexes for today.
Mm,
There's a town over these mountains, right?
There's a town right here.
Oh, why did I think it was? Why did I think that was the town? That's the town.
Yes, the town.
Do we
It's
want
the
to
town.
live in the mountains?
Yeah, when you were talking about like liberating a town, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Do we want to go in at night?
Town.
We should probably go in at night.
Probably going tonight, yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yay!
So we wait
Wait,
and
when you
try
say
and rest.
Like
Night-
pitch
night
black
as in-
night?
as in nighttime, as in the
Like
time
when
of day.
it is darker
That-
outside.
that,
then
that
people
one
might
call.
be-
The sun is no longer in the sky.
You mean
Let's
when
go.
they will have guards
Night.
actively patrolling as they do at
Yeah.
night, and also we can't see because human.
I can see just fine.
I'm glad you can see.
Also,
Also,
if
you're
it's
assuming that they
nighttime-
don't have guards during the day.
yeah, they have guards during the day, of course. Also, if it's at night, they are carrying torches. You should be able to see just fine.
That's more than fine.
If-
I would say if you guys wanted to take a long rest, because it's 8 hours, not necessarily sleep, but take
Yeah.
a long rest. 8 o'clock, and then you move a hex, so you'd be kind of approaching
trance.
like 11 o'clock or so.
Okay.
I only need 4 hours, so
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of it.
For you can't do a long rest in 4 hours. You just don't need. You can just trance instead of sleep. What I'm saying is, it's not like you don't necessarily have to sleep to take a long rest. You can just like veg out for 8 hours and prepare. Like, maybe Makoto's just like sharpening his. Well, no, he has a hammer.
Yeah, I'm
You know what I mean?
sharpening
Like doing whatever it
Sharpening
is
nothing
that
up
you
in the
guys are
max.
doing to prepare.
Those are some sharp round edges.
Technically,
He's turning his hammer into a maul.
yeah, technically, you can only benefit from a long rest once every 24 hours. So, like, whatever.
Technically?
Oh, that's right. No, that is true.
As I sabotage the party.
Yeah. All
Have we
right.
long rested?
Last night.
I mean, you could wait like a whole.
We don't really benefit at all from that.
You can hang out. Like
I mean,
you can technically do
I'm
it.
okay with going how we are. Just throwing that out there. I'm fine with that.
Same.
I
We
mean,
can take like a short rest.
I am too.
I have no reason to take a short rest.
I do.
But I guess. Wait, what?
All right, guys. It's a yay or nay. What are you doing?
Short
If
rest.
you want a long rest, it has to be tomorrow.
Yeah, take a short rest and then move in.
Move in.
Yeah.
Or wait until night.
Okay.
Yep. If anyone is
Are we
taking
waiting
damage,
until night or are we going now?
Wait until night.
has anyone
Okay.
taken damage? By the way.
Edmund has.
Yeah. So take a short rest and you can heal using a
I'm
hit
not
dice.
I'm not using hit die for 3 damage.
It's free.
Hmm.
Fine. Don't. I'm not the boss of you. You can do whatever you want.
Oh,
Okay. So the plan is you are going at night. Everybody's in agreement.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
We're taking a short rest and waiting until night.
Short rest. Waiting until night. You got it.
I
So-
don't think I get any spells back from that.
No, but I get my
Okay.
spell back.
I do.
You do? Your command?
Arcane recovery. And paladins might get something back.
I have a warlock slot that I'm using.
Oh, warlock. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember though. Can you use that for command?
Yeah, you can use warlock slots for other casting spells, and you can use paladin slots for warlock stuff.
That's
sure
sweet.
can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
they are
So-
interchangeable.
Great. So you get the stuff back. Cool. So you get your thing that you got. Cool. So anyway, fading into night as you guys wait until roughly. What time would you like to get there roughly? Like, are you like, oh, we want to get there at midnight? We want to get there at this, or it's just like whenever the sun goes down?
Well, I think whenever this. Well, probably a little bit later.
Yeah,
We want to get
like
sleeping.
after
maybe
it, like
sleeping.
an hour or two after it gets dark.
Maybe a little later than. We'll
Like
say
11 or
11.
midnight?
Yeah, we'll say
4 hours after sunset.
Make it where most people will probably be asleep. Naturally.
It'd be like 11 or midnight.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Does anyone know the light cantrip?
as
Yep.
you make your way, Edmund is kind of guiding you. Edmund and Felix, who have dark vision. The other two, you are essentially blind unless you are using torches. So there's some mad reverb in the back. I can hear myself. It's totally Weiler. You need to push to talk or something. All right. Anyway.
Might have fixed it.
All right, so as you approach, the moon is high in the sky. It's illuminating some, making it slightly easier. It's back again, Weiler. Whatever you need to do, that needs to stop. So, as you approach, you see these dim little in the what look to be like this mountain face. It's like a big kind of mixture. There's like little plateaus and all sorts of like rocky, hilly terrain. It's like this massive rock with all these tiny little tunnels. And the only reason you can make that out is because of these little blips of light. You can just barely see the openings of some of these tunnels.
So I think we should have Edmund go check it out.
Okay, and you're casting, so you cast light?
I cast light on his warhammer like he asked me to.
Okay.
And I cover it with cloth.
Okay. What cloth?
Bloody clothes.
Bloody.
There you go. Bloody clothes.
Bloody shirt.
There you go. Okay.
Yes.
So, you make your way towards... so yeah, what are you doing? So your dark vision only extends whatever, like 60 feet. So you have to be fairly close to really scope anything out except these small blips around the torchlight.
Mm-hmm.
Is it me?
It's whoever wants to do... you and Felix have dark vision.
So I think
your
you should
dark vision
go
doesn't
in and
extend that far.
I think you should go in and scope it out since you're the sneakiest of us all.
Sure.
Yeah, and I shouldn't be within 100 feet of the compound until we know we're charging in.
Okay.
Makoso too.
I'm gonna cast it on myself. I'm gonna put on the cult disguise clothes. I'm gonna ask for the necklace from Makoso.
Okay.
I hand it over silently. Well, wordlessly.
Fucking.
Silently. Pure silence.
What was the name? What was the name of the necklace again? Solara? Solara?
What's up?
Sailor Moon.
It was a necklace of Amantor.
Oh, a Montour. I was way off.
Yeah, Lady Soliana was like, it was you can't get to Kirin and Lady Soliana. So there's secretly two bosses.
Sweet. So, about how far are we away from the cave mouth entrance? Where do we hide?
I'm
How
saying
far-
you
how
can
far
see it.
you
How
are.
far would you like to be? Because you can. I'm gauging this how close you want to be. Your dark vision only reaches 60 feet, so for you to actually get any details to see anything, you have to get fairly close.
Okay. Which I don't mind getting closer, but
Okay.
I don't want to. Yeah, I can get closer. Yeah, I'll sneak closer.
Yeah.
I'll sneak. Hell, I'll find the cave mouth.
Is anybody going with him? You're just letting him go by himself?
We're
don't
letting
worry.
him scout it out because we walk in there, everybody gets discovered instantly. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I can go. I'm gonna go with.
You're gonna go with? Are you sure?
We can't see in the dark.
and we're wearing heavy armor and have -1 dexterity.
Wait, so,
We
well,
can't see in the dark.
you have your light. Just unclasp it a little bit, if you need to. But right now, you don't need to.
Like
With you?
essentially, we're waiting for some kind of a signal to go in.
If
For some
you
reason,
can-
my
Fair enough.
spell isn't working, but I'm trying to cast invisibility on myself.
if you can't see, they can't see.
Okay. So you're casting invisibility on yourself, and
Yep.
pass without a trace on the
Yep.
old Rickenstein. Okay, you got it, buddy. So I'm gonna take.
Why don't we just go together?
It's up to you. What are you guys doing for the love of a Monitor? What are you
I'm not.
doing?
I'm not going
Because-
in. I'm not going in there unless we're not sneaking.
Well, Edmund passed without a trace did us.
And that doesn't help a whole lot when you have -1 dexterity and heavy armor.
It's +10. It'll be fine.
You know what? Me and Felix are going to scouts.
Yeah,
You
twin
can
dick.
wait there in the dark.
Just run in blind. I like that idea.
Run and kill everybody.
I'm
Alright.
not gonna cast.
29. I disappeared.
Okay,
With-
you're going by yourself?
Felix
I'm
is coming
going-
with defense and visibility.
Felix and Edmund are
I'm
going
not
in.
gonna. I'm not gonna cast invisibility
Yes,
if he's got that on. I'm just going in.
22.
Okay.
Cool.
Plus
All
10.
right, so 22 and 29. You got it. You other two are staying, holding, waiting for a signal.
I guess.
Okay,
Gotta be standing.
Harold's being a coward.
let's do it.
No, I just don't want to get instantly detected.
All right, so we're in a different channel. So that way
I'm gonna say what the fuck
they can't hear us, man. They're fucking
Ooh.
over there.
I thought everybody started dropping.
Hold on.
It's like,
Let's.
I
I'm
know.
gonna.
yeah.
Hold on.
So we're gonna look for the cave entrance.
I'm bringing in Marcius just because she wants to listen. She's not playing anyway.
Sweet.
Cool.
So anyway, okay. So as you begin to make your way closer, you're kind of like weaving in and out. You can see the shimmers on the rock faces of these torches as they. You can almost begin to hear the crackles. And you see kind of looping in this long loop around some of these entrances and exits, whatever you want to call them, the openings to these caverns. You see torchlight and humanoid figures kind of patrolling. With your stealth checks, yeah. So you begin to get a little bit closer. And how do I want to do this? What's your guys' passive perception?
17.
17.
Passive is 10.
17? What did you get? A
Druid, baby.
druid, baby. 17 is fucking high. That's why I was asking if you got like a special ability that buffs it up. That's pretty fucking high.
Let's see.
I didn't know if you took like the observant feat or something.
No, it's just my wisdom, my proficiency. It says 17. I didn't change it. It says 17. And I'm proficient in perception. I guess that does something to it as well.
I guess so. All right, fair enough. I'm just
But
making
yeah,
sure
when I-
because 17 seems really high. Usually you don't get that high unless you take the feat observant or whatever. Anyway, so okay, you kind of see. We'll give you a second so you can roleplay it out. You go to step down, and you draw your foot away quickly, seeing something right under the sand, stationary. You take a closer look, and it appears to be a metal trap, spring-loaded trap.
Where it? Where's the trap at?
You're about to step on it, and you just pulled away. It's essentially like a bear trap.
Gotcha. I guess where in my path to the cave mouth entrance is the trap?
Like you, I guess I don't quite understand the question.
I guess I'm trying to think how to word it. So obviously we
How
were
far-
searching around, looking for the mouth. We were obviously searching around looking for the mouth of the cave. Is kind of what we were looking for. So I guess in the proximity of that, if we even found the cave mouth as of yet.
Yeah, there are
How-
many cave mouths. Like there seems like you see a couple of torches here and there, and they seem to be like some are up high, some are down low. There appears to be many entrances and exits from this. It's like a tunnel network.
Gotcha. That's fine. Okay. I don't know if Makosa's right next to me or not, but I will whisper and warn him. Watch out for the-
It's just me with you.
Felix. Yeah.
Oh wait, what did I say? Makosa? Sorry.
Yep.
Felix, yeah.
Oh.
Watch out for the trap, and I'll point it out. Like point towards it. Assuming that he sees me.
Okay. I'm gonna look around for other traps after he points it out.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Yeah, you see several other traps like that. You see a little more obvious as you begin to draw closer to the system of caverns here.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there's like some chime, like wooden chime traps, just to kind of alert, make noise, and you stumble upon one that it actually crumbles away a little bit, and as you inspect it further, it appears to be a pit trap. It seems that you're not sure about the whole perimeter because this is like a huge tunnel network, but at least where you are right now appears to be very heavily trapped.
Okay. I want to search around as far as like side to side to see where a good opening would be for the rest of our party who can't see. Like if it's like littered with traps all the way around, or if there's a spot that opens up more. If that makes sense.
I think that would require, like, it's not something you could just look and do, if that makes sense.
Oh, I was
Because,
thinking
like,
about like
you know what I
walking
mean? Like,
around.
yeah, like you can continue to walk around, and as far
Okay.
as you walk around, it seems to be trapped.
I'm so upset
Okay.
because I have a spell for this, and I don't have it.
Hmm. Okay.
So
Well, I guess I'm gonna whisper over. Let them know that we should just make our way through here and see what we can see up ahead. If we charge in, I can get rid of the traps. I just don't want to make any noise right now.
of course. Of course.
So you begin, like, as you're probably at this point about 100 feet or so away from, like, the beginning of these tunnels, if you will. There's an entrance that's closer by you. The next entrance is maybe like, 30 yards down or so. That's like on the ground level, and you can see there's a pair of humanoids that come out to the entrance. And you can see it from here because they have the torch. You can also see a mastiff with them as well. And they kind of just like sit and lean up against the mouth of this cavern.
Okay. So what do you want to do, Edmund? If we get too close, that dog's gonna smell us.
Not necessarily. If we are sneaky enough, maybe we can
So here's.
distract.
Oh, perhaps. See, how far does this shoot?
Also,
Oh, that's not very.
if Makoso and Harold are watching the stream, you're dirty, dirty cheaters. Because for context, for anybody else who didn't catch it, I moved these guys into a separate, like, voice channel. But anyway, we'll continue.
Oh, I can actually. What I'll do in the opposite direction of where we are, because I can create. I can create certain effects. I think should be able to create a noise.
How far away is it, or how far away can you cast it? Because I can create an illusion of noise, but I can only do it 30 feet away.
I can do it 30 feet away as well, so we can actually probably
Yeah,
do.
It's quite a bit farther than that. If you're talking about how far they are, I mean, if it's a noise, it'll travel probably. It's fairly silent.
Yeah, we don't need a. It would just have to be. I guess it has to be 30 feet away from us.
From the target.
It doesn't necessarily need to be, within 30 feet of them.
Okay.
So, I'll create the effect because I think I'm a little bit stealthier. I'll move in the opposite direction of us, a little further away, and then create the noise of an animal to attract the dog's attention.
Okay.
And then move back over to where Makoso was.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go back to where we were. Is what you're saying?
No. I'm going to essentially, because how I'm picturing where we are in my head. Obviously, is probably different from exactly where we are. It's theory of the mind, but essentially, I'm gonna kind of circle around and go on the opposite side of whatever cave we're looking into, and throw on the opposite side of where we are, or as close to the opposite side as I can get. Throw a noise to attract the dog in a direction even further away from where I am at that point in time, and then circle back to where Felix is. I might have said Makoso, which is why.
Oh, you did. That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
All right. That's what I mean.
So you're gonna go closer because there's 100 feet to one mouth of the cave, and then from that mouth of the cave, about 30 yards away, is the patrol.
And not closer to the cave, just away from where we are.
Okay.
So
I have a better idea. How about I just make us both invisible, and then you can make the noise over there, and we both can go in and take a better look.
I don't want you to waste another spell.
Well, right now we're just scouting. We can always.
And I'm also really, really stealthy right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
I'll get slightly closer then, and then I'm just gonna cast minor illusion, create a rock over myself. That way I can just stay there. That way, because I'm sure his pass without a trace won't reach me once he leaves.
yeah,
You're also
So
invisible.
I'm just
though.
gonna. No, I didn't. I didn't end up casting that when he cast pass without a trace.
Ew.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, so you can use invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so we might actually can use that to get in.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so right now I'm still gonna do my sneaky over to the away from where we are now.
Okay.
Essentially,
Go
go
ahead.
to the opposite direction of where we
Alright.
are, and
I'm
I'm
a
gonna
rock.
make the rock, and I'm gonna use my druid scent to make this, I guess whatever sound would attract a dog, cat, or something.
Okay. So you do so, and you hear as it begins to pull them in the direction, and you can hear they muffle something like the humanoids, and then they all begin to like dash off in that direction.
Nice. And I'll make my way back to Felix. Try to find his rock. Okay.
I'm gonna start making my way towards where the cave was open. As I see them walking away.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's go.
So just riding off your investigation this time because it was a good investigation. There's still more traps. You are helping. Shite. Sorry, you are helping Edmund. For some reason, I drew a blank. You're helping Edmund through it with your investigation. He caught one of the easier to spot ones with his passive perception, but
Caught the rest of
10 out of 10 for animal noises. Thank you. So anyway, so we go, or you go through, and there's a dull like coming from the face of the cave.
Yeah. If you want to cast invisibility now, you can. I'm free to do so.
It gets pretty light inside, or does it get dark still too?
It's fairly dark here. Like
Okay.
it's not like a straight shot where you can like see exactly what's around the corner and everything, but it's still like right where you're standing is dark.
Well, I'm gonna hold off on invisibility until we actually need it.
All right.
So now I think we're quiet enough where we can make our way through and hide up against the walls and stuff.
Sweet.
Okay. All right, just in the future, before we say we're casting it, we're not casting it. Just, let's be clear. I just don't want you to be like, oh no, I didn't actually cast that. So just going forward.
Gotcha.
So, all right, so you go in. There's like this double.
In the chat, it didn't get cast.
As you begin making your way in through the cave. You go in, begin making your way down this windy, kind of large cavernous corridor. As it loops around, it splits off in several different directions. How deep do you want to go into the cavern before you turn back? You've probably been gone at this point, probably about, with everything, probably like 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
20 or 25 minutes. Because you were a fair amount away when you started. You weren't right up against it. You left those two guys back a little safer away.
So maybe another 5 or 10 minutes and then head back, just to take a look to see if we can find whatever the next party is or whatever's up here in one of these corridors.
At least far enough to actually run into other people.
Okay. So you begin making your way. I'm going to go ahead and have you guys make another stealth check.
Okay.
Still like the plus 10, whatever. So 21 and 15.
Ugh.
Okay. So,
Good stuff.
as you continue to make your way through, you come out and it opens up. You can see you go up a little bit. There's a steep, and then it turns back into a flat, and it's almost like you're on like a stony balcony, if you will, like a plateau, and you can see, because of the way the moon is shining, that not only with your dark vision you can see around, but it's just a little more well lit right here. What looks to be like this very large complex, and you're on the top of almost like a semicircle of, you can see down, and there's all these different passageways in and out. You can see multiple instances where there's these different patrols doing, like, the different levels, and they're looking around. And sorry, I was giving my nephew a middle finger. And so yeah, you begin looking around, and nobody seems to have noticed you yet. But there is a patrol that's walking towards you. It looks like it's just one humanoid and one mastiff.
And in that complex, we don't really see anyone else. We just see the complex itself.
No, what I'm saying is you see multiple other patrols.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah,
Okay.
so in that, you're on the top of like this giant semicircle where you can see this big complex of tunnels, and you can see multiple patrols that are going through, or you can see like flickering torchlight that fades off, that you can assume is probably someone else. You haven't found any sort of like common or living areas yet, but as I said, as you're kind of noticing this, a patrol kind of comes out of one cavern, begins walking towards you, but hasn't noticed you yet.
So I tag
with-
Edmund on the shoulder and point out towards to exit the cave.
Are we coming out or still in the?
We went in deeper.
Yeah, went in deeper. It opened up to reveal more of the complex. And
so are we still kind of in the tunnel that we? Like, is
yes,
the tunnel?
Yeah, it was like the tunnel you were in. You took one of the branches from that tunnel, and it opened up into like this almost inner sanctum, if you will, where there's like, you see like a better glimpse of the network of tunnels.
Yeah, I'm not.
So I tap you on the shoulder and signal you to start exiting with me.
I'm actually going to light a torch.
You're gonna light a torch?
Okay.
I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna step back in the tunnel, and like motion for you to move further back into like the more shadowy area, and light a torch, because I currently have on the disguise, the scout disguise.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
And it's darker in here, so
I'm gonna hug up next to the wall and cast minor illusion and make it like a half rock coming out to just cover me.
Yep.
And I'm gonna kind of stand in the mouth of the tunnel and just kind of look out, as if I'm just kind of standing guard and looking out at the edge of the tunnel.
All right. So hold on.
Maybe kind of casually leaning against the wall, like I'm just kind of bored of. Not necessarily hiding, just
okay.
Just standing
so you're not. So sorry. Repeat that last part one more time. So are you hiding?
I said not. I'm not hiding. I'm just. Openly. I want them to see me, so we don't have to hide.
Okay.
But yeah.
For some reason, like, I misconstrued what you're saying. Like, wait, I thought you weren't hiding. Yeah. Okay. So you go out. You're walking with confidence or whatever. You got your disguise on. Actually, patrol appears to pay you no mind. Actually, steps out of your way so you can walk past.
All right. And I will. I'll keep walking.
Continues to walk past you and go down that same tunnel that you were in, and you can hear this.
Uh-oh.
Begins barking and like pulling at the leash towards the direction of Felix.
I'm gonna step back into the tunnel. Is something wrong?
And
just like kind of leaning my head back towards the tunnel.
Yeah, hold on. So, no, sorry, and down, and you can see the mutt kind of like come to attention. Stupid mutt. Appears there's something weird here. Sorry, the mutt is picking up something. And he kind of like bows and like a little bit like reverently.
Mm-hmm. It's no problem. Just continue with your patrol and try to keep him under control. Yes.
I will try. And with that, the Mastiff got a nat 20 on the perception check. The Mastiff's still gonna try and go for it, and he just
All right.
he's gonna go ahead and make an investigation check. Anyway, more of like in passing, like it's not that he's not listening to you, he's just kind of making sure on the way back. Hold on.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Kind of like looks around and come on, Mutt, and pulls the Mastiff away, laying it down. Down the tunnel.
All right.
I was saying I pretended to keep walking once I told him to control the mud, so I was still standing there. When I hear him walk away, I'm gonna druidcraft and extinguish my light, and then come back around and like wave Makoso towards me.
Felix.
Makosa.
I said Makoso's name.
Clunk, he was chasing us the whole time.
Wait for me, guys. No,
They're
just
essentially
okay.
the same person.
Felix.
Yeah. I'm a extension of him. His man baby.
Man, baby.
All right, I make my way over to Edmund.
Okay. Yeah, you do so. Perhaps crapping just a little bit.
Yep.
That was close.
Yeah, it was. The dog was barking. It was like pretty much not snapping at you because it still like saw a rock, but like you could feel the warmth of its breath in your face, and just like the gnarly, whatever carcasses it had been eating, just like, ugh, the stench of that.
Edmund, I think I pissed myself.
I sniff. Yeah, you definitely pissed yourself. Let's go. We get a little further, then we'll go.
Okay. How much more time do you have left on your spell?
Yeah, at this point, it's probably been about 30 or so minutes. However long it took that to transpire between us is how long it took. So it's been about half an hour to 35 minutes.
Yeah, the spell's an hour, and I can cast it once more. So we should be good to get in and get out.
Okay. Well, let's. I'll leave it up to you then. I'll follow your lead.
I'll go down the tunnel that the guard just came from, and I still to pass without a trace. I am gonna light the torch back.
Okay.
Just because I saw his reverence and he just kind of didn't pay attention to me. If Makoso wants to kind of stay along the wall out of the light and move minor illusion along with him as a rock or something.
I can't move it unless I use like an action. I guess I could moving since we're not really in combat.
Yeah,
But
just move.
It's gonna look kind of weird.
Just move and rock.
Like Crunk in
No.
Emperor's New Groove, like a couple of steps in, a couple more steps and then a rock. Yeah. Okay.
I guess what I could do, yeah. I'm gonna just put my hands together. I'm gonna get rid of my rock. I'm gonna make it so it looks like there are ropes bound to my hands.
Oh, prisoner.
Okay.
when we see someone, just grab onto my collar and pretend I'm your prisoner.
Fair enough. All right. That's what we'll do. And we're going to walk down the tunnel that guard just came out of. Again, we're just trying to see if we can not run into somebody, but see if we can see a larger group of people, maybe sleeping or communing.
I think going back to it though, you can't move, like you can't do a fluid motion with the minor illusion. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that's
Yeah.
what I was imagining. Like you run forward a little bit and then you re-rock yourself, and then you like run forward a little bit and you do it. You know what I mean, to kind of keep up.
I thought you were saying I was moving the rock around with me. I'm like, that wouldn't really work the best.
Yeah, no. I imagined it like you did keep casting it, but it wasn't continuous. It was like you'd run a little bit and then cast it again.
Yeah, let's do that because that'll work. Because I imagine the ropes, they wouldn't stay like on my hand. I'd have to keep casting that as well. So I might as well just be a rock.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Okay. Come on, complete different wavelength.
He's trying to be my next character.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, as you begin to push further into the cavern, you can hear some barking coming from down below you. It appears to be like just a cacophony of barking. It must be like the kennels down there. It's not because of your presence. It's not like you enter and it's like, oh, they're going crazy. It's just like, yeah, it was already going on before. So, but you can hear that they seem to be like maybe underneath you or like somewhere close, but not exactly where you are at this point in time. But as you keep making your way, you see this. You're now coming to where there are some doors. Like some of these have been made into rooms, and you can see one door kind of opens up, and this just burly gentleman. He's got like this really thick beard. He's like missing a couple teeth. He's like got a toothpick. He's like, and he's kind of stepping out. And he looks over to you and, oh, I'm sorry. Please go. And as you go, a new recruit or. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. You didn't end up doing the thing. You did the rock thing.
Yeah, I'm a rock.
Sorry. So I forget. It keeps being like we do a thing and then retcon it, and it keeps happening.
Yeah.
So I keep.
It's only rock.
Muddying the waters. Yeah. Is that a new rock? No. Anyway, so you go by and he kind of like stands in the door. He backs up and lets you pass. And
well, I'm gonna stay put where I'm at as he goes past.
He does kind of like a not just a head bow, but some sort of like holy gesture to you, and he kind of stands in the doorway for whatever, like 20 or 30 seconds at least. He's just like picking his teeth.
Gotcha.
So as you keep walking or do whatever, so Felix, you kind of go in and you do one of your things. You turn into a rock, and that's like right when this door opens. And you're like, oh fuck. So you're maybe 6 feet away, 5 or 6 feet away from this guy. Mm-hmm. He hasn't noticed you. He's just kind of like picking his teeth, whatever. Mindlessly scratching himself, stuff like that. Things like when you don't think anybody's watching.
Yeah. When I go through, I'll stop and I'll step back to him. Can you do me a favor?
Of course. What can I do for you? Anything for an acolyte of Lady Soliana?
Give a slight bow. In the tunnel down to the right, I left a package that I forgot to grab. Do you mind grabbing it for me?
A package? What kind of package?
This is just a bag.
What
I'm just kind of like a satchel.
Okay. I will look.
Thank you. Or I don't say thank you. I just nod.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see, he goes in. He kind of like puts a little more clothing on, and begins to head out.
It gets further down. I'll motion to Felix.
Edmund, we need to think about leaving soon.
Yes, we definitely need to get the fuck out of it. I go. What's through the door?
Through the door he was at,
Yeah.
there is a man sleeping on one of the bunks. It appears to be like two people in this room. One of them is, trying to fetch what you told him to do. The other one is just sleeping. He's snoring loudly. And there's just a couple of amenities. It's a very simple room. There's there's no like bureaus or anything. It's literally just like cots and like a small table that has, you can see like,
And
some cards on the table.
so when we came down into this tunnel, this was the only door.
So far, this is the only one that has a door. What I was just about to say after this is that you could see that it was turning into, you could see like further on there was more of these that are turned into doors.
Now, is that once we walk in the room, there's more doors, or outside of the room in that?
No, imagine a corridor. This is
Uh-huh.
one room on that corridor. One room off of that corridor is a small room where this guy came out. He's picking his teeth and blah blah blah. On the same corridor that you were going before you met this guy, there are multiple, like you could see that there were more of these.
Multiple tunnels, and each tunnel possibly has one corridor in the tunnel.
There was multiple of these doorway, like an actual door on them. You could see a couple more. You couldn't see like, oh, there's precisely this many, but you could see that there were more. Like perhaps you're moving towards like more of a living area.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay, makes sense.
All right, we need to leave now.
Yes.
I don't think we'll have time if we keep going, and we're gonna end up in a bad situation.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna drop the torch. Just drew craft it away and pack it back. I'm gonna take my hand and produce flame and kind of sear in on the end of a tunnel. Just I'll say the symbol of the symbol that I'm wearing. Just something so I can know we've been down this before.
Okay.
Once we get back to the end of the tunnel, just kind of burn it in, and then we're gonna get the fuck up out of here.
Sounds good. And as you're doing that, you can hear like what sounds like almost like somebody's like slamming on a table. It's just like a boom. Fuck. You win. Fuck it. And you can see another guy. He's not paying you guys any mind, but he like leaves a room and then like goes to walk down the hall like the other way. He doesn't even realize that you're there. And then you hear these two other voices talking. Seems we've hit it big this time, friend. And they're going back and forth, and ever since we got those last shipments, eh? And they begin to joke around, and well, I'm off to bed. I've got this to spend in the morning. And you hear like a shink, shink, shink. And he also screams. He screams. He also leaves and begins going off down the hallway.
Shit. Is it just one of them?
Yeah, there was like the first guy that left like in anger, and then here's the second guy that was like, he stuck around for a minute, and then he's like, all right, I gotta go.
I feel like I need to ask him questions about who gave him the shipment, Felix, while he's by himself. Do you think we have time? Fuck, we don't have time. You know what? No, I'm just gonna keep going because I feel like if I wait any longer, we're gonna get caught. So I mean, we're gonna use my last pass without a trace on us.
All right, yeah, absolutely. So you pass without a trace. Go ahead and use another stealth, please.
So this one goes around and 22.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't know what happened there.
Oh,
Not a problem.
I bounced out of there. All right, so the guy slammed down on the table, said, "Fuck it, you win," and then kind of walked over somewhere, and then I don't know what happened after that.
The angry guy walked away, and then the one who won walked away as well. I contemplated stopping the one who won and inquiring about the shipment of weapons that they have that are obviously from the same place that the UNT got them. But I decided against it because I feel like we've been seen by at least 3 people already, and we're pushing. So I'll let it go.
I'll hug up against a rock then, or against the wall and turn into a rock, or put a rock around me.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do it.
You're not. Oh,
I'm not
okay.
gonna stop. Yeah, because I don't want to push it. I don't want to push our luck. So
yeah, okay.
I re-upped
our way out
on
then.
Yeah, I re-upped on our pass without a trace, and so you would need a sneak roll from me.
So go ahead and do a sneaky roll.
Okay.
So you got a 22 and a
there it goes. 31.
Wow. That's
Why is it
max
beeping
roll
again?
almost? No. So yeah, 30. Yeah, so you're like, Felix, we have to lay low. And as you do that, he's just like, he's gone. You're like, you have no fucking idea where he is.
Good. All right. And we're gonna make our way now. All right. Get the fuck about it.
Yeah. So you make your way back, no problem. Yeah. Those are.
And if there's nobody in the tunnel, I do want to leave those scars kind of on the walls just to kind of know the direction.
Okay. So there are certainly patrols, but it's not completely swarmed. You know what I mean? So yeah, sure enough, you begin marking it with these symbols. Okay.
I could have got further if I was an animal. I could have probably spidered my way through most of this place.
Perhaps.
Too late now.
So just given the fact that you've been through here, you'd already been through the traps. You know that they exist. I'm not gonna have you guys do any more rolls. Yeah. Okay. So you make your way back over to where Makoso and Harold were last seen.
All right. I'll just jump out.
Hello.
All right. So
Greetings.
We just reappear.
Yeah.
Ooh. You guys just. What's up, guys?
Yeah, so at this point, it has been probably it's been a little over an hour actually. So it's probably been with everything probably an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes or so.
Wait, how did you guys show up?
We snuck our way back.
Yeah. You guys can go ahead and make a perception check if you wish.
No, I'm good. You guys approach.
Harold sees everything.
I would say Makoso and Harold are sitting on the ground, and Makoso has got any threes.
And Harold can see in the dark.
Yeah,
we can't.
Yeah,
see in
Harold
the dark.
can't see in the dark, so that's a disadvantage.
With that perception, he can.
He's at
20.
disadvantage.
I'm joking.
He's in the dark.
So 24.
Wow, look at you go. Yeah, so you actually see. Yeah.
So I imagine Makoso's like, you got any threes? And Harold's like, what, we're playing cards? And then he looks over Makoso's shoulder and just goes, they're good, they're back.
Yeah, you just see Edmund. You don't see
kidding.
Felix.
I was kidding.
Until he reveals himself, because he got a sneaky sneak.
Oh, he's 21. Oh, passed out a trace. 31.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Sick life. Yeah, I'm not even bothering. And no, we're not. I don't actually say got any threes. We're not playing cards in the dark.
All right. So
You're weird.
I imagine Harold's
you
just like, wait, where are the cards?
as you guys make your way back to reconvene with your allies, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and you guys may or may not, get together and do the stuff.
We already
Talk
had
about
the
the
break.
stuff.
Yeah.
You had the break. I didn't have.
All right.
I'm thirsty.
All right.
Hungry.
Fine.
All right.
Still
Be
fill
back
us
in
in.
10 minutes.
Fine.
All right.
Fill us in. What
I'm
happened?
over
Alright. We snuck through the tunnels.
Who'd you kill?
I had a dog breathe right in my face
Yeah,
as I was
saw
a rock
that.
on the wall.
Wait. Oh, so it nat 20'd you, but you did
but
your
it
rock
failed the
thing?
intelligence.
yeah.
No, the
So
scout
it-
did intelligence.
Oh, the scout didn't sense me at all. It was the dog.
I'm
However,
glad the dog
Edmund-
didn't try to bite you.
Yeah, it didn't. They investigated after and couldn't find me. But Edmund
Nice.
had on that scout suit and
Not
went
to
in
be
there.
rude, but no one did last rites for dogs, so I'm disappointed in all of you.
Wait,
What's that?
Harold did.
Boo.
Didn't Harold?
I didn't hear anybody do it.
It was a dog.
So
Didn't
who's,
Harold?
so
It's
so
a
who's got a
doggo.
who's got to roll a new character?
Nobody.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we were fine.
Okay.
They-
So
No, they were very tricky. It was very
what
cool.
did you? So what did you find of value?
So we
Went
found
in.
a multitude of tunnels.
Yeah.
The tunnels appear to have doors along them or down in them, one of the two, which appear to be bedroom. They kind of appear to be living areas. Not huge, kind of minimalist, but they're there. We only went down one tunnel because we wanted to get the fuck up out of there because we tested our fucking luck.
So you found neither Kyrian nor Lady Solian.
I'm telling you now that we probably won't without having to hack our way through a lot of people.
And
Yeah.
they have
Good
patrols that'll go
ground
through.
inside, though. It was very
And
cool.
there's usually about 2 scouts and 2 dogs in each patrol, kind of like the ones at the
Narrowly
entrance.
avoided some serious shit.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you could have grabbed this guy, dragged him back, and we could have had our way in, and you
Definitely.
didn't.
And set the entire
Definitely.
complex on you guys?
Yeah, it would have been fine.
Definitely could not. We definitely could not have done that.
Murder hobo.
And this is why
It's
Makoso
not
didn't
murder
go.
mode. It's the most direct path to victory.
All right.
Yes,
So I have a plan.
But no,
We
yeah, I
don't-
totally think that's a bad idea.
I have a plan. We go in for the tunnel that you guys went through, and we kill everybody on the way there, and then we kill the boss.
Oh, you're so smart, Weiler.
It's such a great
Yes!
plan. We will die
Love this
Oh
plan.
yeah,
horrible deaths.
I love
Why?
the plan, but it's not a good plan.
The
I
Hey,
disagree.
plan.
the best thing I could think we could do is bring this. I wish we could bring this place down upon them. If we came back with like 10 people, we could probably kill everybody in there, and then kill the boss by ourselves. Because my strongest spell doesn't work inside this cave.
What, call lightning?
Yeah,
Listen,
has to be an open sky.
Mukoso actually has like a fantastic idea.
Mhm.
Start killing patrols.
Individual
Don't raise an alarm.
hide them.
No, just kill a patrol and leave them there.
Okay.
Leave them there.
Yeah, to be
So
found.
where do you go?
Why don't we,
Away.
why don't we leave them now? Oh wait. Now we can kill people. Now.
Are we sieging?
Now we can kill people. When I wanted to kill people.
I'm
Listen,
glad you didn't shoot her.
Ugh, I should.
this is a siege, is it not?
I appreciate the warning shot, but I'm glad you didn't shoot her.
Yeah.
Should have
She
killed.
was good. I liked her. Is
Yeah.
this a siege? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then we kill. No, wait. No. Yes or no?
No, we're not sieging.
This is a siege.
Stop doing it. No,
I detect
we
conflict.
do not. We do not have the capability to siege this place.
Well, that's why
Then-
it's a stealthy siege. We don't.
Exactly. So the point
we
is,
pick them off in groups.
yeah, we pick people off, and what do you think happens when their patrols start dropping dead?
Here's the thing. I'm okay with picking them off. I'm
Yeah.
not okay with leaving the bodies there to be found. I think we should pick them off and they should disappear.
Yeah.
It should
You
be
remember
as
we're
if-
gonna
Why?
have a tunnel too. So
Do you
those
guys
dogs
know how many
are
people
gonna
are in this
alert
compound?
everyone.
Like 60. Well, actually, no, like 50, 45 now.
Yeah.
We've killed like 15 people.
We've killed a lot of people. Feels good.
All of them are not warriors. I'm sure I think we are kind of sure of that. Not everybody's warriors.
Like half of them.
There may be families. So
I'm of the.
There could be families at this point.
I am in agreement that we should pick off patrols and get rid of them.
What we could do is just pick off the
Trolls
trolls
are anyone who
like
has
at the
combat
entrance, and then leave for a while, come back, and just keep picking people off here and there, slowly
Probably-
but surely.
then these mountains. We
Yeah.
can pick them up. Me and Felix can even move the traps around since we know where they are, and
Mhm.
turn.
Wait, there's traps?
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a ton
yeah,
of
no.
traps. You won't be able to make
You-
it through
you
without
guys-
seeing.
You guys would have died immediately if you went in there at night.
Oh yeah.
Traps
would've-
were intense.
There were a lot of traps, and we saw them, but
Early.
Turning the traps against them is a good idea, and picking
Moving
them
the
off
traps
is a good
a great
idea.
idea.
But we can't charge straight in just yet. We need them. We need to weaken them before we can do something like that. I agree with that.
How many
I think
traps
should
were there?
do it now because I don't have the spells for it. So
I think you guys are missing my point of killing them and leaving them there.
Yeah, because it
It's-
sounds stupid.
It's because the goal isn't just lower their numbers. It's also to
It's
terrify
kind of
them or
psychological.
weaken morale.
It is.
Yeah.
and you
It is
think
like
they're
actual, but I'm-
disappearing?
hold on.
But then they'll come more ready if they know we're there.
Hold on.
Good.
I'm pretty sure their friends just up and disappearing and never coming back is scarier than finding their bodies, because then they don't know what happened to them.
People
Bodies
deserve.
might put people on alert, though. So, like, right now, or very few people know you're there. Like, things are going on inside the hideout. But everyone's going to be on alert then.
If people just disappear, they're not really going to know how to react. But if people are dead in front of the compound, they're
Bodies.
going to go into alert.
Good.
Mhm.
That's not a good thing.
It's not good at all. The
I'm a
opposite.
conquest paladin.
Good.
It's good. You
Makosha's
strike
gonna
fear into their heart.
get himself killed super hard someday.
A
I'll let
glorious
you kill
battle,
them,
no
and
doubt.
We're gonna hide the bodies.
I think we could just drag the bodies out and
I
hide
think
them
moving
in
the
the
traps
pit traps.
To whatever points of entry the patrols are using
hmm
would scare the fuck out of them.
Oh yeah, let's set the traps there. Yeah.
And
Just
move
dig
them.
a-
So they know where the traps are now. Moving their shit would scare the hell out of them.
especially at night.
In the dark.
Because
And
if people know,
if I can get a rest, I can find trap and actually find all the traps in the area.
I
We-
find
we should-
all
we-
the traps.
we should probably take a rest.
At 20 finds all the traps.
Find all the traps.
Okay, there are no traps. But I rolled a 20. I should find all of
No traps. That dude has a wig on.
It's
No.
like when the rogue rolls a natural 20 thieves tools check, and it's like, well, I picked lock, and then it's like, there's no lock. Well, a lock appears, obviously. I roll a natural 20.
And then I pick it.
Don't hate my jokers.
I picked the wooden gate.
Okay.
I pick my nose.
Oh, I will also say, by the way, the outfit that we stole and the ornament, the necklace that we stole. Apparently, this guy had some sort of rank, because at least two of the soldiers kind of showed deference. Due
Proud.
to,
It was
I'm
cool.
assuming
I have an idea.
no deference.
I
and-
think I have a grand idea. So we need to first take out the guards at the entrance. So I can probably hypnotic gaze them, hold them still, and then we'll just kill them right off the bat. Hide the bodies. We'll take their uniforms. So we'll have at least 2 more uniforms to wear.
infiltrate.
And just start collecting uniforms that way until we can get in there.
Only problem is, Edmund looks convincingly like probably one of these people. Harold really does not look like he belongs here.
Well, you are a human, and all humanoid.
I'm a super pale blonde human with blue eyes. And a different accent.
But
Don't
yeah.
talk, and we'll cover you up well.
Got any cloth? You're in the desert. Cover your face.
Well, I'm also a gnome, and they also asked if I was a new recruit. So
Yeah, true.
I don't think you'd be more normal there than me.
Wait, you
Well,
got caught?
actually, that was retcon because Dylan forgot that you were hidden by the rock, so they didn't see you.
Okay. We don't know that.
Dude, I thought you got caught.
We
Oh, retcon.
we thought I was. Yeah, we had to retcon it though, because I was walking around turning into a rock as we saw people, but I was just walking around. So they're like, "Hey,
However, that does
Is
mean that the DM let something slip inadvertently. There,
Wait, what now?
they. Oh yeah.
We're talking
They
about
are
Yeah.
recruiting gnomes.
That we can have some of you guys
They're
be
building a
recruited,
gnome army.
or pretend to be
Yeah.
recruits. So that's
They're
something.
recruiting gnomes. Is
They're
the
recruiting
secret?
gnomes.
Or people in general. They're recruiting people in general. So essentially, it's not so far fetched to see
Dylan.
new people, strangers being brought into the compound.
Screensaver on your Twitch stream. Are those someone's pictures?
Yeah, they were from one of the last campaigns. We had a couple of people that
Okay.
did art. So, and one of them is
my water
like
bottle stopped.
another campaign that's going on.
There we go.
That's a little more sporadic. A couple of the pictures are from like a friend artist, but yeah,
Cute, but I was
if anybody does the art, you send it to me and I'll slap it on.
Hey, Dylan, why'd
sorry.
you question my character in your Twitch chat? Did
No,
I
I
win?
was making fun of Edmund. He kept saying Makoso. Like he kept referring to Felix and saying Makoso. He did it like over and over and over again. There was like
missed me.
the one time I said it in chat was actually he didn't even catch it himself. He just like kept going. But I knew.
Aw, Edmund missed me.
I didn't.
It's a
I
Freudian
have to say
slip
your
or whatever.
names so much to tell you how bad your ideas are. So it's an unfortunate habit.
He also totally missed you.
He'd be really surprised if he turned
missed
around and
me.
Makoto was actually standing there."
It's okay to miss your friends.
Gross.
No, you cast this guy's self on yourself, so it's just a really small
10
blink or
minute,
so.
3 minute.
You're gross.
Were you like
Uh,
counting down like when the stream was coming back? I mean,
Yeah.
from break. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're good now. We're back. So I will
Live.
say, as you guys spend a little time talking about all the things you just talked about,
Yay!
Yeah.
and then we
Playing it.
continue
What?
whatever you guys are doing.
So I don't think we really agreed on anything in particular, but we have
We're
some
picking off a
ideas.
patrol.
Essentially, yes, we're picking off some of their patrols as they come out, like we've been doing so far, but more adamantly and more purposefully, and hiding the bodies, basically making anybody who comes out of the compound disappear,
Oh,
and trying to
what
pick
you-
off some of their numbers.
that's your plan, or that's what you've been trying to do?
That's
No,
our-
that's our plan.
That's what we are going to do for the
Okay.
moment.
We're also gonna the traps that we found. We're also gonna shuffle them around the ones that we can. Maybe even get some new-
Essentially, we're going to try and rig their own traps against them,
Yeah.
which is something that Edmund and Felix are going to be more in charge of.
Tonight, the next day,
Probably the next day for the traps.
We should probably pick off a patrol tonight.
Good.
Yeah, let's pick off one patrol tonight. Hide the bodies so they're not suspicious.
Well, I guess we have to look around and find a patrol.
No, there's always one at the front.
Okay.
Should we just take the ones that are in the front? We'll have to sneak up and I'll have to like hypnotic gaze them or something, then like we'll have to run off and find a place to hide for the next day.
We
Yeah.
could probably pull the same trick of pulling the dog out to investigate, and then when it pulls them further in the dark, we jump their ass. We
Sure.
pull them. Pull the. We should come up with a name for that.
For what?
for one distracting them. I distract them with a sensory noise for Druidcraft and pull them away from the entrance, and then we snuck in. But of course, instead this time we pull them towards us, and like I'll issue them towards you guys, and then you can jump them, and then we'll come up from behind and flank them.
Almost like an ambush.
Yeah.
That's like a name for it though. Ooh.
Ghost noise.
Ghost
noise.
All right.
Operation Ghost Noise. Good.
Ghost noise. Okay.
That was the name of of what prestidigitation does in 3.5.
I mean,
The noise effect. They just folded it all together.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna lead Harold and what's his face close. Now I can't remember his name. Makosa closer.
Now you don't remember his name.
I know, right? Sit them in the area of where we're gonna try to lead the guards, and
essentially you guys do your spellsy stuff, and I smack them, and Makosa smacks them.
Essentially.
Let's go move some traps out of the way first, so they can even get up there.
So it's true. We'll do that.
Okay. So just you two, right? Because they can't see shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
We're gonna lead them a little closer, so we don't have to go back as far. But yeah.
Wait, we're leading them? I don't want to lead them. They're just gonna have someone run inside and tell.
Huh?
But they're leading us a bit closer.
Oh, leading you guys. I thought you were talking about the guards.
Oh no. Yeah, no. I meant.
Yep.
Also in Harold.
Okay. So lead them up to the edge of the traps, and then we'll move all the traps out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you're setting the traps off and just moving them to the side.
I was gonna try to just move them to the side if it's like a. I guess I'll use Mage Hand to set some of them off if we can't.
Carefully.
I don't think. Yeah, because Mage Hand. There's no real carefully. I'll try to move them. Because I'm guessing you said there were like some bear type traps, right?
Yeah. There's a couple of those. There's like a pit trap which you can't really move, and then there's like some wooden chimes.
So the bear traps, are those under 5 pounds or over 5 pounds?
I would say like pressure required to set them off. I've never personally used one, but I think they have a hair trigger. I think they're supposed to be like.
He means like I think he means. Just
I was thinking physical weight. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot to set them off, but I'm thinking like physical weight.
Physical weight?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say probably
a
little more than 5 pounds. I would think. Like you could set them off and then you could drag them out. Because like a steel thing, and it's like that big. I would say is probably like I don't know, at least 15.
I'll move them over by hand then. Because like I'll just grab the edges of it so my hands aren't in the actual trap portion. That way, if it happens to go off, then my hands will be out of the way.
Yeah.
And I'll just pull them out of the way, create a path for our bigger, heavier folk.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Check.
Boom.
Okay. So you begin doing so. You begin pulling them out of the way. It's one of those things I don't really. Are you trying to pull them away and set them off, or without setting them off?
No, I'm just getting them out of the way. I'm not setting them off. Do you want me to do like a sleight of hand or something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna just do dexterity, so we'll say you go to do the first one, and it shink, and you can hear like in the distance, and you see two patrols kind of not running, they're just kind of like checking out the sound.
Okay.
That might be good.
That might be good, yeah. I'm gonna continue moving traps out of the way.
Gingerly.
Okay.
Gingerly.
I'm not gonna do a sleight of hand for each check. No, so
I'll just
it's
fail
like,
them all.
you move like one or two of them out of the way without setting them off, but it's like ching, ching, like as you're trying to set them off. At that point, there appears to be some sort of like they understand like something is out there,
Yeah.
They're not like running closer to you, but they're standing their ground. You're probably about at this point like whatever 100 feet away or so from them.
Okay. I whisper
I'll
over
do-
to Edmund. Edmund, go greet them.
I'm gonna do two things.
So,
One, move Makoso and Harold to, I guess, a more secure spot.
Yeah.
I
Which
allow
is what
myself
you're
to
in the
be
middle of a
moved.
field of traps. It's pretty open.
I mean, if are we in a rock? We're in a rocky area, aren't we? It's not just like flat
all
plains.
flat, isn't it?
It's kind of a
Flat
lot of
is-
like kind of
Look
flat, cracked
craggy.
earth. This region is less like sand and more like cracked, hard earth and clay.
So it's not like
There's not really like this specifically around their compound. They have like it is very clear. It's like looking out over a field. It's nighttime, so they can't really see anything right
so yeah,
now.
we're
But
we're in
there's-
the dark, so there's no hiding.
Yeah, there's no like, oh, there's a convenient. No, it's like it's pretty open.
All right, I'm gonna make a 5-foot by 5-foot rock in front of us, just to hide behind, like have something in the way of us and them. And I tell Edmund to go up and greet them,
Okay.
and at least get them facing the other way.
gotcha. I'll I may even do even better. I'm going to walk in that direction, pull out a torch, and draw a crack and light it. As I walk towards them, I actually have an upset look on my face,
Okay.
as if the traps were an inconvenience.
They kind of eyeball you suspiciously, and they hold them up. Stop right there. Who are you? What do you want?
Excuse me, as I bring the I kind of pull the talisman up and bring my light closer to it. Keep walking forward.
With that, one of them bows their head. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Oh, I ain't done one of these before.
Doom.
Here it is. Straight roll. 6.
Yeah, you begin to walk forward. I said hold where you are.
We can hear this, right?
It's fairly silent, so yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Makoso gives
You're like-
an expectant look.
Yeah, you're like 100 feet away. Unless you want to risk a stealth check to get closer. Which I said you guys were like 100 feet away, and then he broke off to move closer to them.
Yeah. No.
I'll
Flash the comrades an expectant look.
hold and I kind of move my torch up just kind of away. Just so they can't really see, the blood and stuff. Because
They
I can't be upset because you're doing your job. So,
show me your mark. I'm sorry, brother, but we have had quite a bit of disturbance this evening.
I understand. Do Makoto think he can reach me with the mark from where he is?
What mark? It's a tattoo.
The tattoo.
Yeah, you're walking like, if they're 100 feet out, I would assume you're within like talking range. You're probably within like 20 or so feet of them, but they don't want you to walk any closer than that, which is why they're saying stop. You're like just within reach of like their torch's bright light, so they can see you good.
And then the mark's a tattoo. They have on
Yeah.
like their neck.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant Felix again.
What
With
did I
a
say?
minor you kept saying Makoso, and
Oh,
you meant Felix with a minor illusion, right?
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
minor illusion has a range
Okay.
of 30 feet, so no.
No, I can't hit you.
No, that's all right. I will go. Sure. And as I'm like reaching to pull my collar up, I like snuff my. I'll druid craft my torch out as if it's gonna. Shit! This fucking torch.
Okay, so
Like this for me.
you
As I'm.
druid craft the torch out.
Yes,
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
he can snuff or light a small flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what
I'm
did
gonna
you
start
say you're
sneaking
doing?
my way.
Now I do that to make it seem as as I'm trying to reach for my thing that me moving it made the torch go out and I can't get it to relight. I'm like, can you help me with this thing? As I'm kind of
They
removing the.
they don't believe you at all, frankly. Um, uh, yeah, no, they can. Plus, they can see
Oh,
you
God.
anyway because you had a torch. But they you stepped into like their torchlight. They have torches. Both these patrols have torches. They whisper something, and one of the members dashes back in the tunnels.
Vine whip.
You are coming with us.
I'm on a vine whip, the thorn whip, the one that was running away. Could have made this a lot easier.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm just saying this is all kind of like a fluid thing. Go ahead and do that.
We're probably charging forward at the same time
Okay.
this is happening.
As soon as they hear me pull it, you guys can.
Okay.
7
So that does hit. So and that how far does that pull him back?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. And then I can't remember. Is he like restrained or anything like that, or is it just like
No, it pulls them closer.
it pulls him closer? Okay. All right.
I don't think it.
So we'll say because he's running away. So I mean, he's still like with a dash, he can move 60 feet. So like you mitigated some of that and did some damage. But,
Like as he starts to turn and run, I want to.
yeah, which
I
is
wanna
fine.
get
Like
him
you can do that, but like he's still this is all like happening at one time. Like they're it's not like they're surprised right now. Like they do not, you know what I mean. They quite understand that something fishy is going on right now. So anyway,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so you do pull him back a little bit. He stumbles back and then gets to his feet and continues to dash off. They look at you. You see two of them draw their bows, and the one that was talking to you, no! Tokirian! Now! And he issues a command. He goes, oh, and he does like a you don't really understand it in the moment. Some sort of like key phrase to the mutts who both and begin like dashing towards you.
Mm-hmm. So, are we gonna like roll initiative, or do we have time to do one thing?
This is theater of the mind right now. So so the dogs begin to charge after you. So Edmund, you did your thorn whip. You can see there are now, out of the 4 patrolmen, or patrol people, we'll say, 3 of them.
I thought there were 2.
There were 2 patrols, I said. And you said, oh, this is perfect. There's 2 patrols. So
Cool.
I think I misunderstood. Okay. I think we were.
Yeah, I
thinking
thought it was 2 people as well. Because you
Gotcha.
said they went in groups of 2.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I say you see 2 patrols, and then
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
God, we're doomed.
No, we're not.
so
Wait, this is great. This means Makoso's plan happens now.
so
Kinda.
3. What you made it so one of them isn't running quite as far in his go. The other 2 of 4 are dashing in towards the caverns, and the one that issued the orders to the dogs stands his ground, and he begins charging forward towards you.
When I saw it inspiring, I threw out a fireball.
At the ones running.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
like in the mob.
Okay, so hold on here. So the 2 scouts. Forget I have so many things.
They only have
open.
5 hit points, and they die.
I think that would kill the scouts. I think they only have like 12
All right,
or
so
15.
dexterity.
Yes.
So they both make it.
So half.
That is not enough to subdue them. They are definitely like charred, from it, but they continue doing what they're doing. They look back like eyes wide in horror. The so that's 150 feet. And sorry.
If I were
this
to
thug-
run forward my movement from where I was,
Okay, he also
how far would the ones how far would the scouts running be from me?
fails 25 plus the 5. So the one that you thorn whip him and he can't quite make it to his feet, so which is why he's unable to make the dexterity save. And he gets decimated by this. You see like this charred like remain.
So if I were to run my movement from where we're hiding and stop where my movement ends, how far would I be from the ones who are running? Approximately. I know this is
Normal movement, or you'd be 50
like my normal 30
if you
feet.
used your 30 feet, you would be 50 feet away after.
Okay, so currently there's some people running.
Currently, there's some people running. Oh, I see what you're saying.
30?
You would be 50 feet away from the dude that is charging Edmund. You would be further away from the
people who are running away, but how
From the
far
people.
from the people who are running?
They are dashing, but saying, at least another 30. How long is your spell range?
I'm just trying to decide what to do. Guiding bolt, I think, is like 120 feet.
Oh, then it's no problem. You're like well within that.
The most hurt-looking person who's running away, I'm going to try and guiding bolt them.
Okay. I mean,
Well, they're equivalent, right?
You can't really see that. I mean, like, this is complete
Aren't they carrying
darkness.
torches?
They're carrying torches, but like you just see like charred. This
Would
is
you
all
give me
happening in a.
disadvantage, or can I just not do it?
No, like you can do it. Like you can guiding bolt. I just don't know if you'd be able to discern like, what ones you could pick one of the ones that are running away.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you'd be like, this one has 2 health and that one has 10 health.
I probably shoot whichever one is closest to me. At second level.
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
I don't know if that hits.
And like right, the earth kind of like blows up next to it, and it kind of stumbles to his feet and continues running.
Damn it.
Makoso is going to walk with Harold.
And then just do we have like a full turn here? Like, can
No.
we do action bonus action? No.
No.
Okay.
One action.
Okay, Makoso walks up with Harold and points his warhammer out, and will cast an eldritch blast at whichever one I can see,
Okay.
or
You can see the two.
whichever one is like closest.
You
'Cause they're
can
both
see.
carrying-
You
The
don't
fleeing
have
ones.
One
they're
of
carrying
them
torches.
has. Yeah, one of them has a torch. Yeah. Yes. Okay. You can see them both because they're both within the same torchlight. The person that's charging Edmund has a torch, and the people that were running away, one of them that was leading had a torch. So yes, you can see them.
I can
So
see
go ahead.
both people fleeing.
You can see the two people that are fleeing towards like the tunnels.
Yeah, so I wanna eldritch blast at the fleeing.
Okay.
Pew. That's one, and no, I get another. I get another ray.
Good.
because
Good.
cantrip
Good.
scaling.
Both of.
I
Okay.
don't think I hit it.
Yeah, it's just, it is far away. You can barely see, even with the torchlight.
Mhm.
It's still kind of hazy. It's not ideal. So as you, another one just next to the guiding bolt, kind of like tearing up Earth. As they begin to, you see the torchlight pass, go beyond, and go into the cavern.
Mhm.
That's
Uh,
fine.
Vidura is one man and a dog to deal with, though.
Yeah, so the dogs, and so we're just gonna go ahead and do like one more round of this,
Yeah.
and then we'll do like something different. So, boop. All right.
With the light of the eldritch blast, you can briefly see a smile lighting up Makoso's face.
Right. So, yeah, these two are gonna go ahead and bite at you, Edmund.
Nice.
Nope.
So they both miss as you kind of like pull away. There's a as like a part of the sleeve begins to rip off from your attire, and then it's your go as this the dude is in your face. This bandit is in your face, but he hasn't attacked you yet because it's your go first.
I let her say back to Makoso, still looking at the bandit coming towards me in my eye. I guess we do this your way then.
Perfect.
DC 4. Is it a dex save? Yeah, dex save.
Okay. So, just, hold on.
That's a really low damage.
Yeah, it was terrible. It's concentration. I can keep it for a while. I don't have to cast.
You can keep it for a while if you keep making the check. You got dogs biting at you, man.
I still got movement.
Dogs have not managed to hit a single person so far, so
Well, they're dogs.
not very good dogs.
That
No,
was
they
the
are good
range
dogs.
to hit
That's
them,
why they
guys,
don't want to
they
hurt
did
people.
They did their job. Their job is to catch intruders.
Find people. Yeah. They are good
All right,
dogs.
So, sorry, dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes 5. Okay, so yeah, that's enough to do it. As you and he kind of like goes back into a cinder. So yeah, this is tricky. I assume you're doing it so it's like just barely not hitting you, because he's in your face and that's like a radius, right?
It is.
Pretty sure. I don't know what the radius is.
Just
see.
one person. It's an AoE.
The cloud itself is within a 60-foot radius. When you cast a spell, choose a point you can see within range. A bolt of lightning flashes each creature within 5 feet at that point.
So I guess he does put it like just behind him.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
So you'd put it like just barely behind that guy, so you wouldn't hit yourself. Because if you hit it directly on you, you'd also hit him.
Yeah.
Okay. 4. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the guy in front of Edmund with frostbite.
Isn't that guy dead?
That guy just died.
Oh, did you kill him?
Yeah, he
Oh, I
just
missed
died
that.
with
Must be one of the dogs,
big,
then.
vicious thunder bolt.
Alright.
And
I shoot a
the
dog
scouts
then.
are safely away, right?
I'll also secret claim a dog.
Jesus.
The scouts
So
are
So
safely
that
away.
is enough even with a failure. So one of the dogs just like gets charred and knocked to the side.
Nice.
The scouts are safely away, right?
Oh yeah, they're gone.
Okay. I don't think I can like get close enough to knock a dog out, so I guess I will attempt to. There's one dog left, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wait, that wasn't my attack.
Uh huh.
One ray.
All right.
Ow.
That's only 2 damage.
Well, yeah,
I don't
that's
have
2 damage.
advantage.
Two damage.
3 damage?
damage. Almost
Eldritch
not
Blast,
quite.
man. Eldritch Blast without invocations to improve it.
Yeah. What happened to that frostbite that Felix did?
You cast Frostbite
Yeah.
before I cast Sacred Flame. Bro, I wanted to shoot a different dog than he did.
Sure. We'll say it freezes. We'll just, so it does the thing.
So that's 3 plus 2 plus 1.
That's enough to kill it.
Yay!
Nice.
The dogs are not very powerful. They are dogs.
So
So
we got 2 dead dogs and 1 dead person.
We have 3 dead
No, it's 2 dead people, right?
people.
2?
Yeah.
so
One guy.
you begin to see and hear the sounds of a compound coming to life. You hear various screams of intruder and get your shit on, and like just various things of like people just screaming all sorts of commands.
Nice.
It seems that things have come alive. So what do you wish to do?
Probably bedding in there.
Let's leave.
Yeah.
No.
How do we leave? I thought you wanted them to come out and we'd fight them.
The whole compound?
I mean,
So let's make our way
everybody's
to one
not
of those-
going to attack us at once. That seems brutish.
Let's make our way over to the other tunnel entrance.
Right?
Go in as they come out.
Well, I'm thinking about because there's a bunch of different tunnels. Let's just head to the one that's whatever you said, like 30, 60 yards over, whatever it was.
Sure.
Because they're going to tell them to come to this tunnel spot. We could at least try to get behind them, or some of them.
Okay. I don't mind that idea.
I can stay out here and smite them as they step out.
That's true. He does still have lightning.
To be
They
fair,
give you that.
I'm giving you this just because you would know this. There are many entrances on different levels. There are entrances like above this entrance, like that they could like shoot down, etc.
Put archers.
Smite them.
Well, let's go as high as we can then. That way we're not working our way up, we're working our way down.
If you can fly,
Okay.
sure.
We could climb, I think.
So you're talking like different levels, like this is like mountainous. It's not like I can hike around kind of thing.
Yes,
right?
this is like mountainous, but there are different like openings like bored into the side of this mountain.
Gotcha.
If you want to spend some hours clearing chaff, I'd prefer to do it when I can see.
So we're gonna do a skill challenge. I need to know specifically what you guys are going to do. Are you guys going to run away, or are you guys going to engage?
I want to engage. Probably Mikosa wants to engage as well.
Engage.
If we can engage, we'll engage.
Kill them
We
all.
might as well get into this tunnel then if there's areas up top where they could hit us from above.
Yeah, we're better off with cover.
This is
Yep.
all happening in like a very quick span. So
Yeah,
So
so let's
engage.
go.
you all are going
we're
to
going.
engage.
Yes.
I suppose.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in order of roll 20. So Edmund, Makoso, Felix, Harold. We're gonna do 3 rounds. I can't remember if I've done a skill challenge with this group yet. People that have
You
played
have.
before. Oh, okay, great. So you can only
But explain it for our viewers.
You can only use the skill that you're proficient in on your turn of the skill challenge, and you may not repeat that skill again throughout the challenge. But, like, say if Edmund and Makosa were both proficient in athletics, they could both use athletics, but each one of them could only use it one time. So we're going to judge it based on success and failure. Given
I don't have a lot of proficiencies. This is going to be interesting.
Given how difficult the situation is, you've alerted the entire compound. I'm gonna make this be like a DC, probably a 14.
Yay!
So DC 14. So what you're gonna do? So Edmund's gonna go first. He's gonna pick a skill he's proficient in. He's gonna explain why that would be helpful in this situation. You can use any skill you're proficient in as long as you can come up with like a good reason, like oh hey yeah, I use my I use my athletics to lift
Jump.
a rock so my ally can run underneath, or you know what I mean. As long as there's a descriptor, think like action movie.
Yeah.
And go.
Let's go.
Cool. I'm going to use my perception, this along with my lightning cloud, to discern which caves, which cave entrances they're coming out of. Just kind of listening and watching and just pushing my senses to the max, just to kind of see which ones they come out of. And as they come out, I'm striking at the entrances, or at them as they're coming out the entrance. Essentially, I'm using my perception to play whack-a-mole with the
Okay.
entrances and cloud.
10-4.
9.
All
All
right.
I needed was 7. I've been rolling
So you see,
great.
as a couple of them come out, you are able to pick off 2 before, and they kind of like fall over the edge before they withdraw. But unfortunately, unable to account for all the different people coming from all the different tunnels right now. It's literally like coming out of the woodwork.
Gotcha.
All right, Makoso.
All right. Mukoso is going to use his athletics. He. Oh wait, are we going into the tunnels?
Yes.
Okay, so Mukoso is going to swiftly dash across the field, and is able to do so while evading any incoming arrows or difficult terrain
Okay, go for
with
it.
his athletic prowess.
So as you
So one.
Get a roll.
as you use your shield to literally like bash a cactus that's in your way, just like you rip it right off and it splinters into a million pieces.
Did it roll?
No.
Yeah, for some reason.
Oh, I clicked it. Oh, there it is.
So
Good roll.
you just but as you're trying to evade, there's just too many coming at you. You do take up like a couple of bolts. I should say arrows. All right, Felix.
All right. I'm gonna look around for like the best vantage points throughout this cave to see where we could pick some people off here and there,
Okay.
or to make our round enemies.
Okay. So as you do so, you're kind of listening and you're marking like what tunnels seem more unused than others, things like that. You're trying to position yourselves as to not be completely surrounded. Harold, go ahead.
Assuming that people are taking shots and occasionally getting hit and maybe falling and getting scrapes going for this, essentially, whenever we get a second to stop, Harold is going to take a moment to try and bind some wounds and keep everybody on their feet as best he can.
Okay. So battle medic. All right.
Anybody
Beginning
falls,
to-
find out why, make it not happen.
You can you hear as they begin shouting orders. Don't let them get away. Hold them off until Kyrian gets here. And
Yeah, because we're running away.
and well, they're like looking around at this point. Some
Yeah.
of them are, others not so much. So you kind of take a reprieve as you begin like trying to bandage some wounds. We're gonna go ahead and do another round. So starting back with Edmund.
All right, I guess as we made it into the cave, I will try to keep us in the shadows and just stop when we need to stop, if people need to go by, when we need to go, keeping us low and keeping us stealthy.
Leading the charge.
Ooh.
You begin following. You kind of circle back around, and you catch one of your marks that you had made before. As you begin following that.
Cool.
All right.
All right. What are we? Where are we going? Are we trying to like find Kyrian or something?
I don't know. Where are
Is
you
that the
going?
goal?
We're just making our way in and killing some things.
All right.
If we can find Kyrian, what? Find him. Head off the snake.
Makoso, as we were going, as we were traveling through these tunnels, we come across one of the recruits. Makoso grabs and says, "Kyrian, where is he?" But isn't able to like threaten the information out of him because these guys are fanatics.
Yeah. He his eyes open wide as he comes around the corner, and the torch kind of claps to the floor. And as you begin to like shake this out of him, he begins to like go into a cold sweat, and he just yells out, "They're here! Here! Hit! Oh!" before he gets silenced.
Mm-hmm.
You did end him in that second. It's easily enough for you to all swiftly execute him. But
Oh yeah.
you begin to hear the movement shift back towards your direction.
Oh, we're
Go
neck
ahead,
and neck.
Felix.
Alright, so I'm going to use a combination of my minor illusions and firebolts to start taking enemies out, just one by one, picking them apart.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so you kind of set up in this one spot where they're not really expecting you. They come down this narrow corridor as you and you take 3 more out, just with like a quick successions of blasts that they just weren't expecting. That also, just so you know, that counts as 2 successes because it's a nat 20.
Ooh. Saving us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
please
yeah.
carry
I
me
got you
across the
guys.
finish line.
Jesus, you carry us every session, man.
Okay,
Good rolls.
Harold.
Okay. So essentially, Harold from this point on is just going to play lookout. He's going to be listening and watching for any signs of activity, and he's going to be trying to take us along the best routes we possibly can. Or not.
Okay. Unfortunately, even with the torchlight though, it's dark and you've never been here before.
Yep.
So you're trying to navigate, but to be honest, you've never been here before. So
Yeah.
it kind of creates a little brief moment of confusion. You lose a few precious seconds, and as you all begin to delve further into these winding passageways, we're going to do our final round.
Oh boys, I only got 2 proficiencies left, and one of them's low.
Same.
All right, Edmund.
All right. So as we're moving, Edmund's going to kind of stop and close his eyes and take a reprieve, and he's going to kind of think, all right, from what I know of deserts and mountains like this, if I was Kyrian, if I was a bandit, how, with the way that the tunnels are built, the way they're facing, the rooms that I saw, how everything was set up, how would I build these halls, and where would I be in these halls, as I try to get insight into the mind of the bandit leader.
That's really creative.
Okay.
16.
That's my man.
So, yeah, looking at the design, you remembering kind of some of the body language of the way that they were walking, you were following some of these marks. You shift back to the living quarters, where they all kind of came out of the living quarters, and then you circle back around. You begin to dash down that way further until you come to, till you come to the direction you believe where if you keep going, you're going to enter some sort of larger cavern. Appears to be like opening up towards something. You're not sure because you've never been here. Makoso, go ahead.
All right. The pressure is party, and as Makoso surveys like the pace that everyone is going at and sees like adrenaline pumping, and knows that in this kind of heat, like almost the heat of battle, things get sloppy, and he tries to issue some inspiring words to temper the fire into something more what is it?
Creative.
Yeah. To temper it into constructive. So he's trying to use his words to guide the party.
Boisterous.
Yeah.
Morale.
Do that. So
Not
you
boisterous,
take a
bolster.
moment to corral and inspire your allies, push them on towards this final stretch as this chamber begins to open up. Go ahead, Felix.
Let's go, fellows.
Running on high adrenaline, you hear the ching 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 as people begin to rush their way. You hear the echoes of all these screams, this cacophony of commands and squeals and cries.
So I looked at some marks, either on the wall or in some of these buildings and stuff, and from my past adventures, at least traveling around, I've been in some caves similar, and thought that one of these areas would be a good, I guess, hiding spot to try shooting some people from. But it failed.
Unfortunately, you're kind of like, you're trying, but your mind is racing. It's like your heartbeat is just thumping in your head, and it makes it hard to think. Go ahead, Harold.
So Edmund's using his insight is thinking outward. He's thinking outside the box. You know, thinking about our enemy. What would they do if I were in their, or, you know, what would I do if I were in their shoes? Harold thinks inward. He thinks about the people around him. He thinks about his friends and the people he cares about. And he's not as good with words as Mikoso might be, but he's good with people. Essentially, I'm using my insight to get a sense of how everybody in the party is feeling right now and try to console them and keep them moving.
Okay.
Not very well, apparently.
It's a very high octane moment.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to really judge how people are feeling. Everybody is dashing for their lives. And as you begin to pant and making this final stretch, there's this large cavern that opens up. It seems to be the, I don't want to say apex, but the fulcrum of this whole cavern system. You can see there's all sorts of these different balconies and different tunnels that are going through, and in the middle, I'll actually push towards the farther back side. You see a large chair. It's not really like a throne, but it's like a large chair. You see another one that's slightly smaller, and you see what looks to be like a table with all sorts of papers strewn about on it. There appears to be many different tapestries and silks, things like that, kind of hanging from this chamber. It's highly adorned, and as you rush in there, you can see what looks to be a very aggravated person just dawning on the helmet as he kind of shakes his head. And he's like, ah. And he looks over to you and draws his weapon. As he looks to you, he calls out, Soliana! To me! And we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative. As
I'm assuming
all this as everybody's running behind.
Do you have the button?
We can do one of two things. We can, because it's 11 o'clock.
We can't leave it here.
This is going to be a long battle.
Don't care.
Maybe.
Wish.
I promise you, this is going to be a very long battle.
I'm fine with that.
It's up to the DM, I think.
You say
it's only 8 o'clock for me, so it doesn't matter to me.
I'm fine.
I gotta hold on. The transmogrifier. I forgot to import my map.
I'm just saying. I don't want to stay up till 2 a.m. playing D&D.
Well, 2 a.m. is 3 hours.
Well, I would love to stay up until 2 a.m. playing D&D, but I can't. Every minute that I spend awake is putting me at risk of losing everything. So.
Right.
What?
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Disaster will
brings me one step closer to losing everything.
I'm not in a good home. Not in a great home situation right now.
I got you, bud.
All right. No, that's fine. Why don't we do this then? I think that's a great place to leave it because I honestly think that battle and the aftermath of that battle will be a whole session. So that's what we're going to do.
Oh my god, I'm so sad.
As the blood is just pumping, you can hear this cacophony of roars as people begin to swarm in from all the different tunnels. And Kyrian looks to you, calls out Soliana to me, and Mokoso, you just feel this bitter cold begin to creep up in your hand. And a flash, an image of an obsidian stone. And that's where we're gonna leave it.
God damn it! This guy's. I gotta wait to this guy. I have to kill him. I must kill him.
Things and stuff.
He must.
Stuff and things.
He's the problem. He is my problem.
And so, and also to anybody who doesn't know, because I don't know who's watching or not. Doing the D&D talk show, Monday is the first one. So I got it all lined up. Gonna have a guest, gonna make an overlay, do all the stuff, and talk about some cool stuff. So the plan is to talk about some topics, and then essentially have anybody who joins the Discord be like in queue, and I'll just grab them if they want to like actually talk. You know, kind of like a radio show where people call in. So, yeah. If anybody's interested, spread the word. Do the things and stuff. Talk about all our nerdly hobbies, and
Nerdly?
yeah. And I will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm gonna get off.
Kyrian
Well,
will be waiting.
Yeah.
Good night, Wiley.
Yeah.